There we go. We got it. We got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. Now everyone can be heard. Y'all are good now.
In case, good. I just want your audience to know that I am a goddess.
I mean, when is that different? How is that different from any other time?
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. It's 100% canon now.
Right, exactly. It's this time
goddess.
it's canon. Confirmed true goddess. Okay, go ahead, Charles. Sorry. Now that we're done, now that I'm done messing up, we can get started.
So Yllaxis was making some impressive speeches. Some people didn't believe that she was a goddess, but it seems like most of these people did. Right? And
Yes.
I think
people
so.
we were trying to take apart the illusion, but it was not easy.
There was a lot of counterspelling happening. That was my job.
There was, and some parts of the illusion were semi-reinstated.
Yes.
Correct.
So.
And we were kind of in initiative. And let's see, what was the initiative at? It was like, I think we were back at the top. I think Rob's out, so Fontiev will take it back. See here. So, Yllaxis, why don't you make make a speech, or just tell us what you're saying to the crowd, or to the authority figures here on the stage.
Okay, so last where we left off, I was telling everyone here how Queen Madara has not been following the word of Loth.
Right.
And so I will like to reiterate, your feckless queen stands before you, a non-believer. See how she casts her witchcraft at me.
Okay. And the queen, for her part, is going to turn to who's the nearest assistant here? She's going to turn to Mildred. She's going to whisper something.
Remember, you said Mildred was a traitor, and yeah, you said it last time.
So why doesn't Kiff or Dromik roll perception to see if she can hear what she whispered?
Reminding me.
Oh, I'm going to hear everything.
Oh yeah, you should definitely roll that.
I rolled bad, but still, 23.
That's high. 23 is good in this game.
I rolled a 3. Actually, no. No. Actually, no. It's less than that. I'm sorry. I goofed.
Was it floored at your
my
passive?
passive is 20. Is it floored? If it's not floored at my passive, it's less than that. It's like 13. But my passive is 20. If you want to do that.
Let's floor it at the passive. So
that's fine. Either way, it's fine.
With only a 20, you would hear it was something about get the something, but you couldn't hear what the thing that she was supposed to get was.
Dang, they must have whispered real quiet.
It was a very harsh voice.
Okay.
I wonder what it could be.
And then the Queen is going to try to cast a spell again on the specific avatar of Loth illusion.
I'm gonna have to counterspell. Well, wait, on the
let
illusion?
What illusion? I am Wolf.
Yeah, right.
She's assuming it's an illusion.
So, what is she casting Dispel at? Specifically Loth, like by
at Altair. So mostly at Altair, because that's like the bulkiest part of it.
Okay, because sorry, I'm just confused. How do you want Counterspell to work? Do you want Counterspell to work as, like, do you want me to announce it now, or do you want me to wait? Because I think, doesn't Maggie have, like, a special thing when it comes to trying to dispel illusions, or no? Am I wrong with that?
No, I don't have anything for that. It's only if the spell that I cast is at a higher level than she is casting Dispel that she has to roll for it. But
okay.
That's it. Yeah.
Okay. So Altair is under the power of seeming.
I mean, I am going to counterspell, and no, he's not.
He is under, because she already did that. He's under major image now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, but I am going to.
I don't know that she knows that, but
yes,
stating for the record.
Yeah, He is not seamed. He is under major image, and I will counterspell it.
Okay.
I have to like way upcast it though.
Okay, so yeah, what level of counterspell are you gonna cast?
5th. I have to.
Oh, because you don't have other spell slots?
I literally don't have 3rd or 4th spell slots anymore. Like period. I don't know if that is because of previous, but I'm gonna keep it the way it is. I don't know if it didn't save, but I'm just gonna keep it that I don't have any 3rd or 4th left. So yeah, I have to use 5th level.
Okay. So a 5th level, you're gonna have to roll to see if you can actually.
Oh, she's like super upcasting.
She's putting in the big guns.
Yeah, I see that. Rolling. It's just whatever. Like roll a d20.
It's gonna be just pure wisdom because she did this at level 6.
Okay.
D20 pluses.
Yeah.
Where are you rolling? I want to see it.
I rolled it over here. I just rolled an 18.
Wow.
Plus my wisdom, which is 10, so 28.
She's very pissed. She audibly says, "Ugh." And so she tries to come back from that humiliating failure by saying, "Well," and she sort of half bows. She says, "Well, what advice do you have for our good people, our good city on the lizard infestation we are currently facing?"
I say, excuse me, I say, put those knees lower, child.
The crowd just audibly says, "Whoa."
You have relinquished your powers now.
Relinquish? She says, I don't understand. What do you mean, mother? She says, hesitating.
There is a man that leads our military. You neglect to protect my beautiful children from the of a titan at the gate of this city. And you expect me to stand here and stand for your insolence?
Oh, this is great. All the ordinary people going about their jobs are coming to gawk and look at this, and they're very impressed. Yllaxis gets inspiration.
Yay, thank you.
The queen doesn't respond immediately. Does Dromik want to take any actions now on his main turn?
Main turn, I'm just keeping these little spiders. I'm gonna have like a couple kind of like crawl up a little bit, just kind of enforcing the illusion. You know what I mean? I want them to kind of sit-ish on Altair just in case.
Yeah.
Oh, I just knocked over Yllaxis, but it's fine. You get the idea. Oh god.
Right. So in case it gets dispelled, they're still covering him. I like it.
Yes. I'm having them kind of like come up and make sure that Altair's at least somewhat covered. That's it though. That's all I'm doing.
These guys go over to the queen and they say, "Oh, queen, should we keep trying?" And she says, "Shut up!" And they're just kind of retreat a little bit. They're kind of intimidated by all this, and they're also going to bow down.
Nice.
It's Kiff's turn, who is invisible.
Okay.
And Kiff, I have a note that you were behind Yllaxis, but you don't kind of look behind right now.
What was it? I don't know why, because sorry, this push to talk thing is difficult for me to do. The last turn I had to move up to cast Irresistible Dance, so that's why I was up there. I don't know why before I was, but
Right.
I used that last initiative round to get up here.
Okay, Kiff's turn.
Kiff's going to do the oldest trick in the book. Prestidigitation.
Oh shit.
Going to make the queen seem like
Nice.
she pooped her pants.
Oh my god, I can't. I literally
call
can't.
it the Kiff.
And you're invisible.
Yes.
So it's hard to prove that wasn't a trick. there's like she looks very nervous, and then there's suddenly a bad smell, and people who are groveling start to grovel this way and say, "Oh, what is that smell?"
Grovel slightly further away from her.
Yes. Even the queen's entourage here is a little disgusted.
And then Kiff
Priestess
will
says
use...
back. Yeah.
Oh, go ahead. Do your thing. Sorry.
Go ahead, Kiff.
Okay. Kiff was just going to use some of his movement to just kind of scurry his way over near the spider pile. And yeah, that's it for Kiff.
Okay. Mildred, for her part, is going to dash over to here where you can see she's meeting with someone else in here who's handing her something. And it's Maggie's turn. And Maggie, you can see a little bit of a commotion from across the lake, but it's hard to see the details.
Across the lake?
The lake to the north, yeah. All those blue squiggles are the lake.
Ah, gotcha. Gotcha. I mean, I think for now I'm just kind of... I know I'm kneeling in like fealty. You know, I'll try to like sleight of hand cast minor illusion to just start some like whispers in the crowd. On the about 30 feet in from where I am, so kind of towards like the middle-ish of this group, and just be like, "Did you see that? The queen has pooped her pants. Oh my!"
Oh no.
And just like
Wow.
gossipy, shocked. I want to make sure that the word gets out, and I'm gonna add a little line in there because it can just keep going for like a minute to just be like, "Oh." I almost started speaking Japanese. That was weird. As expected with old age and senility comes some loss of, bodily control, and then some tittering, you know.
The crowd starts to agree with the whispers, and they're like, "Yeah, that makes sense."
Yep.
You guys are using the
And
characters very well.
yeah. And yeah, I think that is my action. There's not a whole lot I can do right now, because yeah.
The crowd is kind of looking at pointing at the soiled queen, and the high priestess is going to go and say, "Are you all right? There's something." And she's going to try to cast prestidigitation to clean the pants.
Are we still in initiative?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, I was just
Marvis?
wondering. Yeah,
But
because
tell me more about your question.
I just didn't know if Marvis had a turn.
Oh, yeah,
right,
because he didn't get to
Because
roll.
he didn't get to
Yeah,
roll
I
initiative
haven't been here for
for a couple
I feel
times.
like a month.
Yeah.
It's been a minute.
Well, you see, Marvis, what's going on is that Yllaxis is now a god.
Goddess.
Has always been.
And Dromik should get inspiration for reminding me that I forgot about.
Thanks. Yeah, I was just like, I don't know if he is technically in our initiative or not. Okay, cool. Thank you. And thanks for the
Yeah, Marvis, you can roll or you can just take a number.
I'll roll. It's a D20, right? It's been a while.
Yes.
Yeah, you got it.
Still is.
You get advantage. I don't know if you knew that.
7.
Okay. So
With
you'll
yeah,
be
advantage?
Yeah, I don't roll well with
Dang, why you gotta
initiative.
roll so bad?
I got a 6 and a 1.
Why you
Damn.
gotta roll so bad? Yeah, exactly. Why you
It's
roll
fine.
bad?
That's why he hasn't gone yet.
Here's the thing though, when Marvis does hit, he hits like a Mack truck, so it's fine.
Yeah. This is all just to justify why he hasn't gone yet,
I've been asleep for a while.
Rolling
Yeah.
yes, he's like rebooting. He's like the Windows updates are happening.
Okay. So that's what the priest is doing, and it's Yllaxis' turn again. Yllaxis can make any sort of speech she wants. So you can see something is happening either across the lake or on the lake. Actually, why don't you roll perception on that, Yllaxis, because you have a pretty good point of view on top of your horse. Your high horse.
Sounds good. Get on my high horse. Hiya. That's a 8 total.
Okay, it seems like there might be some people on boats or something shouting, something like that.
Okay. What I will do is I will point at Mildred in the doorway over there and lock my eyes on them, on her, and say, "See her? She convorts with the Emperor of the Surface. Do not let her get near us, this traitor."
There's a lot of gasps, and some of the bards kind of look at her. Okay, this person is a statue. Never mind. There's no visible response, but there is a lot of whispering about that. There's a lot of whispering about that, and the queen, who is groveling, does kind of look up and squint at you. And he says, "My queen, what evidence of there is this? Of this is there?" Excuse me.
I turn to her and say, "The bill of my word and a bill of receipt."
Okay. Is that? Do you want to take any actions other than that?
No, that is it.
Okay.
I am, I guess, actively, so I can declare it, taking the dodge action.
That's a good idea.
That is a good idea. So there are a couple of these Druid or two who are going to come up and kind of bow down. Some of them are going to throw coins towards Yllaxis.
I got her to stand up. It looks awesome.
Awesome.
It does look awesome.
Yeah, take a screenshot.
As they bow before me.
Okay, and now
Nice.
It's amazing.
Now what happens is, to probably not too much surprise, you could see a couple boats on the lake here. And these boats are noticeably filled with white lizards. And they are all begin shooting. Kind of indiscriminately, but since the largest obvious target is basically Altair, they're going to shoot a little bit more towards Altair.
He's
With
not. This is not
disadvantage.
Altair, though. Remember, this is Altair. Yllaxis.
Right.
Altair
Like
is not. Yeah,
inside
he's
the
here.
pavilion
Yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever.
Just so you know,
I feel like
there
if
were double
anything, this
Altairs.
large adamantine golem over here is probably the thing that stands out the most
Please,
And
oh please.
based on size.
they're pretty far away. They're like
That's fair.
200 feet away, I think. And they're shouting something in Draconic. Dromik can probably hear, but it's something like, "This is what you get for eating and killing our stars."
Yeah.
And they're going to just start doing shots. Let's see if anything hits anyone. Okay. So without doing too much math and accounting here, I'm just going to start giving damage to people. This column's going to take 25. Yllaxis
Has the dodge action, right?
has a dodge action.
Yes.
I don't know.
These
That's
two
disadvantage.
lizards.
So that's
both got-
disadvantage.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, sure. So, oops, it didn't work.
And just to hit Altair is disadvantage, correct? Because of mounted.
Well, I don't have that, but
Oh
he's
no,
also
because he's
taking
also taking the dodge action.
Yeah,
Okay.
so they're both disadvantaged,
Still
but his
disadvantage
AC
either
is
way.
not that great. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Yllaxis does not get hit, but Altair does get hit in the flanks or the shanks or whatever you want to call it.
Okay. And how?
I'm going to call that 25 half piercing and half poison, and have him roll a con save for being further poisoned. These guys know how to shoot arrows.
Okay. 15 plus, actually plus 3 because of me. 18.
Alright, he is not further poisoned. He just takes 25 damage.
Okay.
Okay, and then so some of these drivers are gonna get hurt. I'm just gonna give them some damage. They're each gonna take 25. These guards are gonna take 25. The arrows are just flying. Some of the people who are bowing down are actually gonna be hurt as well. The queen miraculously does not get hit.
Oh, good for her.
She's
Glad. Real
prostrated
glad.
down.
How convenient.
Alphonse is noticeably damaged as well.
He
Oh,
noticeably is damaged or is not?
Is damaged.
is.
Okay.
So I'm gonna add some blood for effect here. Okay. I think in terms of you guys, like the actual party members, I don't think much of you are in harm's way here. Yeah. All right. Okay. Great. So the golems maybe start going over there, but the problem is they start sinking into the water because they're very heavy.
The golems just submerge.
Did Marvis get to go yet?
Shit. Okay, Marvis turn.
Okay, so what's happening?
We
These-
basically just got volleyed with arrows, but are you asking, like, up here what's going on?
I'm
Yeah.
these guys in the boats here. Yeah, I started racing things. Feel free to ask or explain questions.
I'll look towards Maggie and go like, I was asleep. What the fuck happened?
Well, we came here to hear the Queen's speech, and she tried to turn people on us, and now, Lolth has graced us with her presence, and that, Mildred is doing something traitorous and probably getting Binti, who we need to save. And maybe if we can show that we are offering Binti, then the white lizards will stop attacking us. If, you can maybe get that away from her. How far can you run?
So, get this person here?
Well, yeah, I mean, don't kill her right away. Just the
I
goal is
can't
to
make
save.
promises. Once I
Of
swing, I
course.
swing. It's
Indeed.
save over die.
Well, just yell for Lolth and then run and try to save Binti. But make sure you say for Lolth. Very
Okay.
loudly. Declare it.
All right. Are we on are me and Maggie on a ledge above Yllaxis / Goddess Lolth?
These are just kind of steps. They're of negligible height.
I'm like basically between two pillars, like right in the entryway to the room.
Yeah.
Doing the wizard
Big
thing, trying to
open
get some
air
cover.
plaza thing. There's a little bit of a roof on top of these columns, but no roof or walls or ledges aside from that.
So if I like jump down, I wouldn't take damage.
Nope.
Okay.
Some of the people scream when the shots are fired. Some of them are hurt. There's kind of like a general confusion as to what people should be doing.
one step. So I forget how much I can move. Been a while.
You can totally move 200 feet around.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, it's something crazy, like 50, like 55 or something.
Yeah.
You can jump at least.
You had a
here.
big boy jump.
Yeah. And then you could run.
Wait a second. I think it's 50, but I'm not 100%.
I remember it being
sure.
60.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was 60.
I remember it being 60.
Not gonna lie. But I could be very wrong. Me no.
Like, he can jump and still move, right?
Oh, 40. I
Yeah.
can move
That's
40.
only 40 foot move?
That's your run speed.
Yeah.
I could let you, if you wanted, I could let you use the jump or the run action and then the jump.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna run at least probably 20. It'll be like 5, 10, 15, 20 here, and then try to leap as close as I can to.
Okay,
Lady.
roll your choice of athletics or acrobatics.
athletics.
If you rage, you can get advantage on that.
Oh yeah, range, of course.
Remember to rage courageously in the name of Loth.
That is 27.
Wow. All right, you land on top of Mildred, and this little serving boy is aghast, and you can see the adorable tiny little lizard get dropped on the ground there. What?
Baby lizard!
It's Binti!
That's Binti, by the way.
Would you like to attempt to damage Mildred, or just kind of stand on top of her? Like when you were jumping, were you trying to hurt her, or did you not care?
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
It's like, yeah.
I
Let's
went
be
into
honest.
rage. I go
Yeah.
into a blind rage.
That's
So I
fine.
don't.
Or Loth.
Marvis.
Or lol.
Eh.
Yeah.
Do I have to roll an attack roll again, or?
No, I'll use the athletics for that. Just roll some damage.
Okay.
Of course, I forgot to hit record until right now. I'm an idiot. It's fine.
No.
It's fine. I can pull up VOD.
Kind of looks up with wide eyes and says, "It's you, Marvis. You must be Marvis."
Sucks for her. His name's Marvis. Wrong person.
That does.
This is a what was it? This is a
No,
Saphira-
not
or, yeah,
Sabrina.
Sabrina.
It's Sabrina with the
Right.
B.
This is a
How could you
Sabrina
get it
situation
wrong?
all over again.
Selena, Serena, Sabrina. You know, just keep going down the.
That is 17 damage.
Okay. Do you want to say anything, or maybe pick up the lizard, or do anything else?
I'm going to say Loth is unpleased, and I'll try to pick up the lizard.
Yeah,
Nice.
let's say
Ooh,
the
that's
lizard or
good.
something. But yeah.
Well, he's Binti is pretty much defenseless. When you pick him up, though, you just notice all your magic items stop working, but you still have your wraith.
Can I not hear my hammer in my head anymore?
No, you can't hear it.
Ooh.
It's blessedly quiet.
How exciting. Marvis is like, I'm cured.
No, I'm a little sad.
Oh.
I'm like, hello? Oh,
Oh.
I'm going to blame the cleric because I don't
Yeah.
know about the lizard.
Oh
She's
yeah,
gonna
you
be like,
probably
it's
don't remember
Mildred's
Binti,
fault. What did
yeah.
she do to me?
All right, that'll be the end of my turn for now.
Queen Madara sits up, briefly turns around, and he says, "What? He's stealing royal property. Stop that golem. He's gone mad." She says, "Don't walk into the water, you idiots. Go stop that golem over there."
You've gone mad.
I'm
Say the
going-
whispers.
I'm going to go like look at the lizard and look at her. It's like, lizard is not property.
Okay.
Tell
So
me
the
wrong
people
with
are
you.
whispering. They're disgusted by the smell of stink, and they're kind of like the queen's like jumping up and shouting and acting reckless. They're kind of backing away from the queen, and they don't want to get shot too much either. And there's kind of like
That's
a
always a
general,
good reason.
there's kind of a general panic, and they're all sort of backing away here. And the queen says, "No, don't run away. We need to fight the lizard. We need to fight them. They're hurting us." And she says, "Go, everyone after those boats!" And she's shouting. And she's going to. She doesn't have a whole lot of spells, but she's going to try to cast a fireball on one of the boats. Actually, excuse me, a flame strike. Does anyone want to counterspell that?
I literally cannot.
Don't have that spells. I don't
I-
have it prepared, so
I
Same.
mean, unless you guys want me to use my last 5th level spell, I
Nah.
can counterspell it.
nah.
But
nah.
they're
Save
in
us.
the water, they can jump out of the boat. I
They're
feel
fine.
like, yeah. I have
Maybe
other
they'll attack her in
plans.
response. So
Yeah.
So there's a big kaboosh as she flame strikes the water with the power of Loath. These lizard folks kind of fall out.
Does she? Is it the power of Wolf?
yeah.
Well, it came from somewhere, right?
I mean, I guess. Wasn't me.
Lolth is like, I don't know that was me. I don't know about
Who
that.
you worshiping, girl?
Yeah, it ain't me. All right.
What does Dromik want to do on his turn?
Oh boy. So currently I am going to just start. Is this Drider trying to be awful to me, or does it look hostile?
It's kind of like bowing down, but when the lizard started attacking, she's looking up. She's looking like she might try to fight with them.
She's trying to look at the lizards. I am
Yeah.
going to run. I am going to take my action to run. I don't want to.
Which direction you gonna run?
Towards the boats. I haven't.
Okay.
Sorry, I have a. How good's your dex, Marvis?
Uh-oh.
I'm not going to use anything right now, but how good's your dex?
Roll it, are you there?
His dex,
He's not.
I think it's plus.
Plus 0.
You there, Roland?
So he usually has advantage on it, but it should be like +2 or something.
Well, I have it
How good's your dex? Is it bad?
pretty bad.
Okay, I'm not going to do that.
I do have advantage, but all I have is a +1.
Yeah, that's not going to be enough. You might want to, like, get away from them as quickly as humanly possible. Would be nice. I'm going to move my full 30 feet. I'm actually going to dash towards the lizard folk. 60 feet is how many squares?
It's gonna be 12 squares.
12 squares. There we go.
12.
I want to be, like, here.
You can get to here, yeah.
In with my little spiders. I'm still, seamed, correct?
Accurate.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, cool. Yeah,
I think
I'm
the
just
only
wondering.
person who had seeming removed from them was Altier.
And Marvis, because of Binti.
Yes.
But that's fine. Okay, that is what I'm gonna do. Yeah, Marvis, I would highly suggest, like, actually, everyone, I would highly suggest not getting any closer to anyone, but, like, you can if you want.
I personally think a tactical retreat may be in order.
I think that is a good idea. Okay, that's it.
These two mages here are gonna hide behind the pillars and they're gonna cast lightning bolts on the guys who fell in the water. Which I'm gonna rule this as something which does not have a rule, but I'm gonna say a lightning bolt into water becomes a bigger area of effect. So I'm both gonna give each of them some more damage. They're gonna have taken about 36 each, or 38 each so far. Okay, and then it's Kiff's turn.
Sorry, Mr. Talk. So, first thing Kiff would like to really drive the Queen crazy point home is Kiff is going to use one more bow charge of Irresistible Dance on the Queen. So there's arrows
Nice.
flying all past her head and chaos everywhere, and she's just dancing like an idiot.
It says not again. She starts dancing again.
And then Kiff will use all of his movement, which I think with the splits are coming ends up being 50. Stand by.
Oh, I forgot to mention, Marvis can see. Marvis can see a few things in the room. He can see General Tanya over here and another Drider and another Golem putting her in handcuffs.
Okay, so yeah, Kiff exited the confines of the inside of the temple. He is now on the steps facing down
Okay.
towards the water.
Yep. And that's it?
That's it for Kiff.
Okay. It's Mildred's turn. Mildred's going to attempt to steal the lizard back from Marvis with a sleight of hand roll. How will we know if this is successful or not?
would it be sleight of hand versus perception, sleight of hand versus strength, sleight of hand versus something
why
else?
doesn't Marvis just pick a skill you're going to use to resist it, to not let her have it? He's going to try to take it from you. You there, Marvis?
Sorry. Yeah. I would
So you
say
can
strength just to have a tight grip.
Okay, roll that
Oh,
then.
oh no, be careful of Binti.
I have advantage, yes or no? I forget.
Yes.
What do I add? Just my strength
It's
modifier?
going to be athletics, yeah.
Athletics, then it would be 19.
Okay, it is actually pretty close, as Binti's a little slippery, but you do not let go of him. Mildred says, fuck. And she's gonna just get up and try to get away. She's gonna try to run into the room. You could opportunity attack her if you want to.
Oh, hell yeah, she tried to take something I am trying to protect.
I knew that was coming.
Oh, that's 16? Yes.
That hits.
No. Yeah, 16. Sorry. Math. Right. Not there.
All these people turn and look in amazement. General Tanya says, Marvis, what are you doing?
$18 damage.
Ouch. Mildred looks seriously damaged.
Yeah.
You hit her right in the lower back. He's gonna be feeling that for a while. Do you respond to the general's question?
Like, saving friend? Who are you again? I forget. I think I hit my head.
So what happened was the queen has just announced that the general be arrested for disloyalty to her, and she's just about to be taken to jail right this minute. Well, these two guard types are kind of confused about all these lizards that are fighting outside.
I'm gonna talk to the golem. Like, I think it's time to fight for your freedom now. Yeah, it's
Okay,
just a thought.
That's interesting. Okay, what would you say that's a persuasion skill right there? Or
Yes.
performance or something like that?
Persuasion. Let's see.
This one kind of looks at you with a quizzical expression.
2.
He seems confused.
Yes.
What is freedom?
Okay.
Anyway, it's Maggie's turn. You can respond. He says, "What is freedom?"
I'll let Maggie go and then I'll respond.
Okay.
Okay. So can you remind me, where did we leave Tarek, our lizard friend?
He's at the hotel, I think.
Right?
He's at the fancy hotel?
Yeah.
Didn't we check out?
No, you bought it for 2 nights there, right? Because you figured that once that had passed, then all this would be blown over, right?
Right, I think we actually left them there just to go to do this because we're like, it'll be fine. We can have like just a little bit of time and then chaos.
Right, it's
Yeah.
still the morning. Okay.
Yeah, we literally
Are
thought we would do this
we-
quickly in the morning and be done with it.
Right. We're not within 500 feet of the hotel, are we?
No.
Okay.
I mean, you could still double D away if you wanted to.
Not in one turn.
No.
No, I'm more interested in trying to bring someone here rather than leave. Okay, so I'm gonna do another round of minor illusion, I think. That's a regular action, right? Let me see if I have any bonus actions. Just out of curiosity. No. Alright, yes. So I am going to once again do. Sorry, I can't remember thoughts. Minor illusion. A new string of voices, and being like, "The queen has stolen the lizard from the LizardFolk, and now they have come to attack us. See how she is more interested in fighting Loth than defending her own people from the LizardFolk. She lies." And things like that.
And she's dancing.
Yes, and she's a dancing fool.
Is she literally still dancing?
We should
Yes,
leave
she is.
now. We should leave now. And that's what the whispers will go.
Agree with the whispers.
And the whispers, because again they can go for a whole 1 minute. They're gonna keep going and say, "If Tanya was still general, I'm sure she could have defended against this. Oh, the queen, so unwise, so delusional." Like
People
that.
start to agree. They say, "Yeah, where's Tanya?" They say, "Tanya, bring Tanya back," and they start to agree with these mysterious whispers.
And I'm just gonna move a little outside of the. No, I'm going to. Has Dromik done any like signaling for where people should go? It seems like he's on a mission.
Dromik went away, right? He went south.
No,
Yeah.
I'm right in front of. I'm directly in front of Yllaxis.
Oh,
You're okay for now. I'm just looking
Alright.
back at you and like, don't come forward. You'll be fine.
Well, I'll just, follow the people shifting away. I will, I guess they're not, lying, whatever, prone, prostrating anymore. So I'll, I'm acting like I'm part of the crowd. I'm just, backing up a little bit, but still staying in between pillars to get some cover.
yeah, the crowd seems to agree with you. They're both retreating and chanting for Tanya to be brought back.
And for the queen to
Even
abdicate.
the bards over here are kind of nodding along and playing some chords.
Abdication! Abdication!
Okay.
That's it, I'm done.
Whose turn is it?
It's Chanterelle's turn, and Chanterelle is actually going to see the queen dancing and smelling like shit as she's in the background. She says, she's going to order, she says, "In there, bring out Tanya. We need Tanya. We're under attack. Bring out Tanya." And she's going to cast one more flame strike to kill these LizardFolk here. Took a lot of effort, but she's able to do it.
Oh, I feel bad, but I have to do things.
Now there's going to be bloods in the water here. LizardFolk roar in rage that they say, "Give us back our stars, you foul spider people!" And it's Yllaxis' turn.
It's my turn. Okay, so the first thing I will do is shout at Madara, "Incompetent and vile to your own people. You dare dance in times of need. Tanya, take command." As not only do I say that, I will look out to the boats and say to them, "We will make them go." Or, well, I'll look out to the people, I should say, about the boats and say, "We will take care of them for you. Fear not, my children."
People are cheering. They say, "Yay, Loth! Yeah, save us from the lizards! Yay!" They're
Yeah,
cheering.
you're the best. Thank you. Oh man, it's a great day. That's about it. Dodge action
You're
again.
starting to feel kind of spidery yourself now, Yllaxis.
Feeling quite spiderific.
Yes, dodge action again.
Okay. Marvis, what are you doing?
Run.
Okay.
You should run.
Should I though?
Yes, you should
Definitely
run.
should that.
Please run.
I don't know
These
where
guys
to
spider
go
away.
though.
Towards
These people-
us.
These
Into
people
the
were about to put the handcuffs on Tanya, but now they're distracted and they look like they want to go outside.
I'm just letting you know, you should run.
Yeah, you have our main objective of
Yeah,
the days.
literally the past 3 days we've been trying to get Binti. If we don't get the Bint, us
Marvis!
having that, you run.
This way! Good!
Okay.
Whistle?
I'm gonna wait a little bit. Don't freak out, guys. Freedom is where you make your own choice. Like, you don't arrest that lady next to you, and you bash the head in of that battle mage of your own free will. This is just suggestion. You don't have to do what I say. Or you could chase me. I don't care. Bye.
That's such a great speech. You can get inspiration for that.
I would,
That was wonderful.
Not with Benji not running towards Yllaxis, maybe towards the crowd.
Yes,
Mm.
yes.
Skirt the back.
I'll run towards Maggie.
I'm gonna see you running towards me with Binti, and then just wave my hands to the side and be like, no, don't get near me.
Yeah. Roldan, I don't know if you know this. Binti is anti-magic, and we're all
No.
disguised
I don't
with magic.
know
Although
that.
actually,
No,
you know
he
what?
doesn't know that in
Actually,
character.
I just
Oh, man,
remembered
you
it doesn't
don't know
matter
that.
for me. No, I realize it doesn't matter for me, but I'll just
But still,
gesture
like-
away from
Right,
Yllaxis.
Yeah, just
Be like,
just
"Nope."
as long as you're away from Yllaxis is fine.
20, 25, 30, 35, 40. That's as far as I can go. Regular movement.
You got a dash.
Yeah.
You can dash for 80, 16 squares.
Dash. 30, 35, 40. And there.
Oh,
Okay.
awesome.
It is now Drider's turn. These are gonna stand up. They're gonna fight. They're gonna say, "For Loth, we shall return you to the hell from whence you came." They're gonna all start casting / shooting arrows at this boat full of lizards here. And
My turn.
I'm just gonna give them some damage. What's the easiest way to do this? I'll just say they all take 30. Okay. There's also is one in here. This one is actually gonna just run out this direction. And then as Lizard's turn, Lizard's gonna start shooting. They are gonna actually.
I thought I was before the lizards.
Where's Dromik on?
Yeah, I should be right after Marvis.
Dromik is after the Queen, which is the top of the initiative.
Oh, okay. I just went after Marvis last time. That's fine.
Okay, so the good news is these lizards are going to take most of their shots at these striders here, and they're actually going to kill 2 of them. They don't see Kiff because Kiff is invisible. And they're going to move the boats closer to the shore. And you can see that there's now 5 lizards in each boat. Okay, I believe that's all. Nope, golems. This golem is going to take Marvis' advice, and he's going to pick up General Tanya and carry her outside. And General Tanya is going to tell the golems to pick up the columns and throw the columns at the boats. So they're not going to get any further than these shores. So this golem's going to pick up one of these columns and just going to hurl it over here and sinks the boat. People cheer. General Tanya says, "For Loth," and people are cheering like, "Yeah, Loth, yeah, General Tanya."
Are they just in the water or what?
This boat has
The
been-
lizard folk, not the boat.
It's kind of hard to tell. You could roll initiative. It looks like they took some damage and getting hit in the face with a huge stone column, but they're also
Okay, do you mean perception? Because I have a passive 20 perception.
Yeah, so you can see they're kind of damaged.
Okay, I just want to know if they're dead.
They're not dead, but they're kind of heavily damaged.
Okay.
Okay, and then it's Queen Madara's turn is going to struggle to stop dancing. Can she stop dancing? She cannot. She's still dancing. It's Dromik's turn.
Oh, great.
All
This is
right,
great.
I'm done with this. I, standing in front of Yllaxis, am going to cast center point, like, around here-ish, reverse gravity. So all of the spiders are going to apparate, and everyone gets flown 100 feet into the air, unless they either dex save to try to grab onto an object, or they just get launched 100 feet in the air. I'm done with this.
Okay, sorry, where are you targeting this? Can you just show me again?
Yeah, it's a 100... It's a 50-foot radius, so 100-foot diameter. So
Wow.
pretty much just, like, all of this. Like this, like everyone here... Actually, I'm probably not going to be able to hit the Drider. I'll probably have to go... So this is 20 feet. This is the 20-foot line, so a circle around said line. So...
Including General Tanya, okay. All right.
Yes, yeah, yeah. Thank you.
All right.
It's big.
That happens.
Yeah.
So they've flown up to the top of the area.
Mm-hmm. All of these spiders are now gone, by the way. The jumping spiders.
I guess
they're
just gonna kind of hover there at the top of the 100-foot cylinder.
Yep.
If
yeah.
They failed to save.
Yeah, they can try to deck save to grab on, I think.
Yeah,
no, hold
if
on.
there's something to grab onto.
If there's something to grab onto.
The edge of the stage here would be one thing to grab onto. This dude actually do manage to grab on. Let's see.
My spell save is...
It's
18, yeah.
Okay, most of them don't, so... Yeah. I'm gonna take these off and put them somewhere else.
Does Queen Madara also float to the ceiling?
Queen Madara all dancing all the way.
Dancing
floats
all the way.
not quite to the ceiling, but pretty
Sorry.
far.
Yeah.
Because this is a pretty tall kid, but yeah.
It's like a Beetlejuice type of situation.
Yeah. They're all kind of floating and bouncing in the air there. And everybody looks and they're like, holy shit.
Can I shout, Queen Madara, you have aggravated me for the last time. Your power is relinquished.
People say, whoa. People are very impressed. They keep backing away though.
Of course.
Does Dromik want to move in a particular direction?
Yes, please. Where does the water start? Right at that blue line or right after the
There's
steps?
a blue line.
Right at the blue line? Perfect.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move, what,
There's
1,
a gravelly.
2, 3, 5. The Drider's not gonna go after me. Is the Drider trying to go after me currently? I'm still disguised.
It's not her turn. She was just trying to defend the town from the attacking lizards.
Right, so is she just kind of gonna let me do my thing? Does she look
She's not
hostile?
trying to attack you. No, she's
Okay,
doesn't
cool.
really know what you're doing.
Okay,
There's
cool.
2 dead next to her that she's trying to shock.
Yeah. Okay, that's all I'm going to do currently.
Are you gonna say anything to the lizards? They're probably close enough to hear you now.
I don't want to be next to the Drider. Hearing it.
It's fine. I was going to message him.
You better message him fast, and you better message all of them. Can you message multiple things at the same time?
That I kind
Dromik,
Yeah,
with his excellent perception, does note that they each have a little lizard on them of various shades of orange.
Oh, yeah, so I
Yeah.
won't be able to message him either.
Yeah. You better handle that Drider. Actually, then, can I not be here? Can I rethink that move? If that's the case, I just want to be one, like, I don't want to be in this thing's zone of anger.
Okay.
It's
You
angry
hear
boy zone.
Last one say, "Do not block our way, traitor to your race."
3, 4. It doesn't even. They don't even know I'm a LizardFolk.
Oh shit! I keep forgetting you're disguised. Okay, you're
Yeah,
disguised.
I'm currently
Teabag.
disguised. I'm currently disguised as a tiefling, but I also am going to yell to them, like, if you want Torok and Binti, we have them safe. I'm gonna yell in Draconic, of course. We have them safe. Be careful not to, maybe just, like, don't hurt my teammates. Or group mates, I don't know. And we'll make sure that you're victorious. I'm done with these people. I'm happy to kill a bunch of people for them at this point.
Okay.
But that's it. I'm gonna stay where I am.
All right. Wow. Okay. The lizards respond. They say, they don't seem to know. They say, Torok died for our stars. You give us the stars or get out of the way.
Torok is not dead. He's alive and with us. I'm happy to help you find your stars.
They say, we raid your city of evil to retrieve the stars. Retrieve them for us or get out of the way.
Sure. Where are they? I don't know where they are. I'm telling them, like, I'm on your side. If you tell me where you're looking for these stars, I will go get them. I'm happy to do so, to make sure that things are safe. I don't know, like, they keep yelling, where are our stars? Give us our stars, that, like, they know where they are. And I'm telling them, I am not against you, I am on your team, I don't know where they are. Tell me and I'm happy to help.
Okay. They say we don't know either. We just know that someone's killing our stars, and
Right.
and we come here, we see all these people, all these horrible spiders, and so we know they must be taken somewhere. Like, they don't have a lot of time to talk here, but that's basically what they're saying.
Yep,
Okay,
that's
his
fine.
turn.
Whose turn? Kiff?
Yeah.
I
Is
know.
Kiff running away?
I think at this point, might be a smart idea. What I'm gonna do is I will move about here, get away from the action, and I will hold my action to, if this Drider attempts to attack Dromik, to attack it.
Okay. And Dromik is disguised, right?
I am seemed to be a tiefling. Correct.
Yeah. Okay. Mildred is going to continue to run away, barely surviving this mess. Maggie's turn.
What to do? What to do?
Dromik is over there. The lizards are almost to the shore. Oh, I forgot to mention, the lizards did kill some of these innocent people over here during their latest volley.
I mean, I feel like at this point, we're not gonna have much luck convincing a raiding party right now. They might want to, fall back, grab her up, and make our way down to their area to try to reason with them.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that necessarily.
So what I'll do is I will. Am I within 30 feet of Yllaxis? Or I guess I'll tier. Oh, it looks
Yeah,
like
more
I'm
or less.
exactly like just about 30 feet of Altier.
Yeah.
Okay. So I am going to cast Seeming, basically just targeting Altier because I'd rather do that than try to use Major Image at higher levels. So I'm laying Seeming over the illusion of spidery body that I'd created with Major Image, so that I can then release Major Image, so I'm not concentrating on a spell anymore. And then I think start to retreat.
Seeming is a great spell.
So I will go back. I'm gonna go around this pillar and go back like 30. Wait, where'd I start? 5, 10, 15,
There's
20.
There's some people who are very much in need of medical attention and who have done nothing wrong that you're walking by. Just saying.
I mean, I feel really bad, but I have 0 medical capabilities. Either in spells or actual practical skills. So yeah, I am moving back and keeping an eye on the situation. And I'm no longer concentrating on a spell.
So
Great, you like it.
we have to, our way of retreat is west, if we're trying to go backward, but I think we're trying to go backward.
What direction is west from here?
Oh,
What
Oh,
is actually
here.
that way.
It's here. West is
Alright.
down. Yes.
Well,
Thank you. Sorry,
I'll
I didn't
wait
see the
till I
compass
thank
for us.
you. Yeah, thank you for making it bigger. I'll wait till I see other people moving and then I'll follow. Yeah.
And what's Yllaxis gonna do?
Okay. So, looking at the situation now, I see. I will turn to the people and say, "I have given you my grace to protect what I can. My form is dwindling from the abyss."
You're
And,
in crowd of the townspeople.
Yes, I explained to them that my avatar is dwindling from the abyss right now.
Right.
I shall return. And on that note, Altier takes flight, and it looks like I am just hovering through the air
I love this.
Flying away on a
It's a
fake
flying.
spider.
Spider.
Oh, it's like one of those
Five.
jumping spiders.
Yeah, there could be like silk parachute wings.
Maggie, do you want me to take you back further?
Yeah, sure. If you see me, be like, oh.
Yeah. So we're gonna move back. I just don't want to click Maggie right now, but she's with
Yeah.
me. 5, 10.
As
15.
Yllaxis picks me up, I go, oh, by the grace of Loth, I've been saved.
Today's a good day.
Some
I
people
am
are
a
saying
true
like thank you.
believer.
Some
I'm
people
a
are saying
true
no, save us from the
believer.
lizards. There's disagreement in the crowd, but they all
Very
seem
good.
they were very happy to have seen a god this day.
And dodge action.
All right. That's it for Yllaxis. And Marvis, are you gonna run away with them?
It's Marvis's turn.
Oh, they. I'm looking
We're all
around for
running.
my friends.
We're
I'm like-
all leaving.
We're all running. Try to stay at least 30 feet away from Yllaxis and Maggie.
It's like I'm chasing Yllaxis, but I can't get close enough. Because if I
You'll
do,
never catch me now, darling. You'll never
Nope.
catch me now.
This way.
I could have if I still had my magic hammer, but I don't right now.
It's probably for the best. Don't ruin my beautiful seeming.
I literally don't see any of my friends. I lost them in the crowd. All I see is Dromik on the edge over there.
You there, nice golem boy.
Dromik
Come
has
follow Loth into. I mean, golem woman.
yeah, you're a female golem, I think. I'm
mean-
gonna. Well, no, Marvis is
Ow.
Binti. No,
Yes,
you're not a
Binti's
female now. He's not a.
Dear
You were female, but now you're male.
Non-binary.
non-binary
I
golem.
guess. Yeah,
Tell me
you're
where
just
to
a
go.
golem.
Don't be.
Gender neutral
Switching.
golem. Come worship Loth
That
with
be-
me.
You see Dromik's just looking back at you like he's looking at the water and he looks back at you like I'm leaving.
I'm just gonna walk nonchalantly this way. Is there's like stairs to go back up, or do I have to like jump up?
The stairs are just very gently down. This is like a raised platform with some stairs that are gently down there.
Just nonchalantly walk past people, ignoring their gaze.
Okay. So the rest of these people, General Tanya is going to try to rouse them. He says, "Everyone, come to me. Take cover." So these traders are going to come over this way. She says, "Anyone who has a weapon, come with me in the golem. We're going to fend off these lizards. We're going to figure out what they want." So she rallies a few of the people to come closer. And she points at the lizards. She's been given a crossbow. She says, "Stop right there. Do not come onto the shore until you tell us what you want. Why have you come to our city?" And the lizards who do come, they say the same thing they were saying to Dromik. They're saying, "We are here for the stars you stole from our land. And we will die to retrieve them." And Tanya's saying, "We don't have any stars." And considering everyone else is still up in the air, what does Dromik want to do in this situation? Does he want to just leave? Okay.
Leave.
Bye.
How intense is everything looking currently? Also, where this water, where does it go? Is it going
So-
west or?
It's not really going. It's like a lake.
Oh, okay.
There does
Are-
seem to be some dripping from the ceiling and more towards the western part of the lake.
Our method of regress is this way.
Is by foot, correct?
Yes.
Oh, that's fine. Okay, then I don't have to expend a wild shape. I will just leave.
Like, I'll just walk out of there. Bye.
There. Just so you know, after a minute, everyone who has been lifted up into the air will fall 100 feet and take damage.
Okay.
I'm just making you well aware that every person is going to fall.
It's gonna take a lot.
Yeah.
So,
actually, I think, is it a bonus action that I can just let go of a spell? Is that a free action?
I think that's a free action.
Good.
That's free action.
What, stuff is... People are all still up in the air, right?
Yeah, you can just choose to drop it unless the spell says otherwise.
No,
Usually.
this says, it just says at the end of the duration, things fall.
Yeah.
So, and that's concentration up to a minute. So, before they
Yeah,
can...
you could drop it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna drop
Maybe
it.
don't drop them on Tanya.
Well, she's there. She's not moving, so...
You did cast it on 2 wizards and 2 clerics, so they might have some magic way to save themselves.
They might be able to feather fall, but the queen's still dancing, so... I'm dropping it.
Okay. So they do get featherfalled except for one guard who gets splatted and the statue which gets shattered as well.
Did they double feather fall, like the queen and stuff? No one took damage from that? Really?
These 2 were smashed, yeah. Featherfall, I think, affects 5 people. I'll check.
No, it's self.
I think so.
Featherfall is
Yeah.
self. It's a 1 person.
Use up to 5 fallen creatures.
Really?
Oh, it does. Yeah, within range.
Yeah.
So they can only save 5, so this guy does too.
That
But,
was, that was my
it's also
only 7th
a
level spell and I
falling-
killed 1 thing?
It also says...
2 and a half things.
Yeah, like, no, but that was my only 7th level spell? That's so stupid.
It's also...
Why even use it then? No,
well,
I mean,
it's people who don't have like magical countermeasures.
yeah, like everyone has. It's fine. Keep going. We can continue.
The ones who used Featherfall are still, I guess, 40 feet.
Yeah,
in the
they
air.
have to take a while to fall down. They're gonna take a long time then.
Right.
They're
So
not on the
when
ground
you
yet.
guys are leaving, then we can continue time a little bit faster.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, no, because I don't want them to hit the ground before they've figured this out.
Actually,
I don't want time to go any faster because I want Tanya to talk to the LizardFolk before the queen hits the ground and goes bananas, please.
Also-
That's sure gonna happen. Yeah, go ahead.
also, one quick question, because I noticed where they're falling, it's like kind of near where the lizard folk are. Are they by any chance within like an anti-magic, bubble that would featherfall? Just out of curiosity.
Okay, so we'll do this step by step. We'll do it very slowly, step by step. So they arrive. The featherfall is happening very slowly. These people don't really pay attention to the featherfall. They're not paying attention to it. They start to talk. The lizards men know where the stars are. Tanya says with a pretty convincing voice that there are no stars here, and that and she says if you need something like a star, maybe we can help you to find something like that. And so they're talking and they're saying like, well, show us. She says, you have to put it down your weapons. We don't want to put it down our weapons. And they keep talking about that. They're trying to negotiate. She says, okay, we're going to keep our weapons. You're going to keep your weapons. We're going to go. She says, you want to go to the enchanter's shop? Maybe they can enchant you something like a star. And they say, no, it's like a huge, bright light. I mean, it's not an enchantment. And she says, well, that's the closest thing I can think of. So they keep talking like that. At that point, the featherfall people start to featherly fall down. And is there something you guys wanted to do at that point?
No, my question was
No.
just when they're falling, based on where the lizard folk are standing, are they close enough that it would pop the featherfall and drop them
I don't think
even
so.
a little bit? No,
Maybe they're a
this one
little
would
far
take, like, a little extra. She would fall. She would do real fall for the last 20 feet. And this,
I don't know.
this
Like, I couldn't tell.
and citizen would just die. That could happen.
I couldn't tell how close they actually were.
They were up in the air for a while.
No, I mean how close the lizard folk
The lizard
were
folk are.
to where these people were falling down. That was my question.
The lizard folk are on the shore, right?
Yeah, no, that makes sense now. I'm saying the reason that I asked was because of the range on the anti-magic and the people just, falling and feather falling. So that's it. Okay. One more guard died. Cool.
I would say one of them, it's likely that one of them was close enough for it to work.
Okay.
Okay, so at that point, do you guys want to keep going away or do you want to stay here?
I think we're leaving. Right?
I
We
am.
pushed
Wrong
off.
button. I would like potentially do one thing.
By the way, the queen would just, as soon as she gets out of the dance, she would start running inside.
Oh, Oh, sorry. I just got booted.
What would you like to do?
So
He's trying to sign back into.
There we go.
tabletop.
I am within message range with Tanya. I would like to message Tanya and say, if you want peace, your queen must not sail.
He says, I agree.
And then Kiff will,
Anya says very loud, she says, somebody get that queen out of here. She's not well. And so a bunch of people are going to kind of hurry the queen back inside.
And yeah, Kiff will get up right next to Dromik, pop his little snoot out of the invisibility cloak and say, good job, let's go.
All right. So you guys are going to leave, right? Into the market or the government district?
I think so.
I think we're probably heading back towards the hotel.
I would hope so,
Guessing.
but
I would change me.
I'm going to change you, obviously.
Thank you,
If
darling.
you know.
Change.
So first, as
Begrudgingly.
we're, I mean, it's such a magnificent illusion. So as we're flying, I'm gonna change it so basically it's kind of like mimicking the shadows of being in the sky, and then as Yllaxis and Altier alight on the ground, I will shift and separate them. So now it is just a rider on a spider, and then as we go and turn a corner into where people are, just looks like a normal drow with her spider and
Okay.
me. And I guess
As-
I'll make
as you-
myself look like that snooty lady as we're getting closer to the hotel.
Yeah. As you flee, you see the crowd is kind of reconverging around where the lizards landed, and they seem to be having some sort of non-violent interaction.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah. Okay,
Make
great.
haste, Yllaxis. We must find Tark.
Okay, so you're going back to the hotel, right? And you're looking for Tarek, right?
That's the
Yeah.
goal.
As we
Cool.
walk into the hotel, I go, "What a ruckus in the square! I mean, really, what has happened to the city?"
Everywhere you go, I apologize. I absolutely
truly
apologize.
cannot.
Are
Was it
we,
your idea to come here?
This is the last time we
This is
listen
the
to the
last time.
concierge.
Indeed. And I just give a real vicious stank eye. As I go,
Wow.
is this
Fantasy
the last
cards.
time that we I'm sorry, are we all kind of together now? Because if so, I'm going to tell Marvis, like, you need to stay away from Yllaxis and Maggie and myself and
fallen
Kiff
more
right
than
now.
40 feet away from me.
Like, I'm just gonna calmly explain, like, Binti is anti-magic, and I am a LizardFolk, and they're them. For right now, it might be best to just, like, wait outside the hotel, and we're gonna meet up with Torok, and we'll give him back in a little bit. Just giving him the lowdown.
I'm also
Really?
stating for.
You're
Oh,
gonna
sorry.
make me babysit.
Well,
Really?
You are the strongest, and the least,
I can't hear my
Hostile?
hammer.
Here's the issue. I'm going to make you babysit for now. I will get killed on the spot because of what has happened in the square. I have a feeling. Kiff also is not ideal to be holding on to this.
Yes, Skillfolk, big no.
Especially we are both male as well. So not only are we male, but we're male and lizard folk. Or well, scale folk. It would be best for you to hold on to him for no more than 10-15 minutes. I'm sure Torok will want Binti back. Post haste.
So
I
you haven't
understand-
actually shown Binti to Turek yet, right?
No, I
Did we
think
find him?
I
You're
think
still in
Yllaxis and
the lounge area, right?
yeah, I think Yllaxis and Maggie are going upstairs, and I'm like talking to Marvis outside,
We're-
like 20 feet
Yeah.
away, like, you can't come near me. I'm
Right.
sorry.
We're going towards our fancy hotel room, and I would like to state for the record that my physical body underneath is going to match the seeming illusion of the snooty lady, just in case. So
Sabrina,
they
right?
match.
I'm
Sabrina.
also going to remind you guys, I am forged for magic. I don't know how long I can stay awake, holding ability.
That, you know what? That's it. Let's find a safe spot and I'll hold on to him then. That actually is a really good call.
Kiff is small. Kiff easier to hide. Kiff take him.
Okay, that would be best. Maybe give me the I don't know if like I don't know if Binti permanently kills magic items. Maybe we should just put him.
You can experiment.
I don't.
No, I don't want him.
I swear to God, if I
so.
can't hear my hammer after this, I'm going
No,
to...
I don't think so
think
either.
so, because previously we were in the Binti radius and our magic items
Yeah.
have been fine since then.
Put him on a leash.
Yeah.
Take your rope, put him on a leash. No,
I'm just gonna offer to hold some of Kip's items if he would like. Like, I'm not
Absolutely.
going anywhere. I'm gonna stay in this, like, just outside of his little zone.
If you want to experiment, let me know, and
No,
I'll tell
we
you.
do not. We extra
No.
do not. I think I'm trying to avoid that happening. So I'm gonna hold on. Do you want me to hold on to your magic items?
Yeah, you can have the invisibility cloak and the death heart bow.
Cool. I'm gonna hold on to those just outside of the radius for Kiff. Like, I'm gonna chill out at the front of the hotel, like here, and I'm assuming Kiff is going to take Binti and like hide back here. Does that make sense? I think
Kiff would like to find a nice cozy barrel.
there, and I'm gonna just kind of chill, and I'm gonna keep the items on my person.
So
Like,
Dromik
not
is
donning the cloak.
okay.
Or do you want me to don the cloak? I can do that. But actually, you know what? I will don the
It
cloak.
requires attunement.
It does not.
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't?
No.
Think it
The cloak
does?
did not.
Oh,
No,
give
maybe
me.
it did. No, I thought
I
very
think it did.
I thought very specifically
pretty
it
sure
did
it did.
not. But maybe I am wrong. I mean, regardless, I'm just hanging out. I'm not trying to be that sneaky.
Look
anymore.
at invisibility does.
Does require it doesn't matter. I'm just standing there. It's fine.
Yeah.
I didn't for some reason my brain thought it did not from previous messages,
That's
but it's been a while. So don't worry about it.
Yeah. Okay, so there's a few people in the hotel lounge, not too many. Let's see. Okay, here we go. This is where I put these people. All right. So again, just to remind you, the hotel has a lounge room, it has a bar / theater room, and that has the upstairs.
I'm not spending a single minute more in this space, in this city. Take me to my room.
Yes, certainly. Go to sleep, and we will in the cart. You
It's
will
too
notice.
early to go to sleep.
You're right.
This
You're right.
day.
I'm sorry. I will make sure.
You're
I will
driven
go down
as
to.
mad as that queen. Did you hear she soiled herself?
I
my,
did.
My, how
When you say that, a bunch of people try and look.
pitiful.
I was going to go
Pitiful
tell the
indeed.
city. I was going to tell the city council about this, perhaps to make
They
changes to everything.
Really need some new management. Anyway, take me to my room. I'm very tired from this whole whatever the hell that was.
Okay.
If we make it up, I'll quickly check the door and peek in just to make sure that we haven't been raided again.
Nope. No raid. No.
Okay. So we are in the hotel room.
Yep. So just for my reference, the other people are downstairs and outside, right?
Yes,
I am.
correct.
I don't know about Marvis, but I know myself and Kiff are.
Yes,
Okay.
I am in a barrel with Binti, and I have actually composed Binti a little song.
Ooh.
It
goes-
is almost 9 o'clock. Do we wanna do we
I
wanna
wanna
hear
hear
the
this.
song?
Yeah, I
no, I'm
wanna
saying
hear the
can we
song.
do Binti song and then break?
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree with that order.
So, Kiff has Binty in his little palm of his hand. You know,
Yeah.
kind of give him a little stroke and going, "Hey there, Binty, you're orange and cute. You don't like magic, mages can't shoot. Hey there, Binty, you're so grand. You're the cutest little lizard in all the land."
Wow.
That was beautiful.
Amazing.
Get stuck into your head. Good.
If that was a bardic inspiration song, I'm so inspired right now.
Can I hear? I can probably
Iconic.
very quietly hear Kiff singing, and I'm like tapping one little toe.
That's
That's
really
so
cool.
good. That's so good. Awesome.
So
So
he can make a little kind of trilling sound when you pet him. He seems happy
Mm.
to hear this song.
be Binti.
Hee
All right. It is 9 o'clock. Do we want to take a quick break now?
Sure.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So, we are gonna go on break time really quick. Now is the time to ask your D&D questions, comments, concerns. I hope not, but all of those things. We are here. We're gonna just kind of hang out for a little bit, and yeah, I'm gonna turn on a little bit of like tavern music just so people are listening to something nice. All right, we will be right back. Record button, and well, we are back.
Okay, we're back. So our party was about to enter the hotel room where they stashed some of their persons of interest, with either Yllaxis or Maggie listening at the door to check for any further police raids before returning.
Yes. So as I've opened, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
As you open the door, you see your friends there. It's perfectly normal. Nothing horrible has happened. This time,
We went
Well,
so
that
many
seems
blocks.
Suspicious.
I know we went so many
They've
blocks,
been
like literally,
replaced.
10 times what we did that time when Marvis died.
Quickly.
It said we went 10 times the amount of blocks we did the time you died.
Which time?
Correct, is
I
at
think
the
I died
top.
twice.
All of those times, you know.
All of those times, yes. The 2 blocks. The 2 blocks, darling.
so just for my reference, Kiff is outside in a trash can with Venti singing a
In
song.
a barrel.
It's a bat.
There's
You
a
got it.
difference.
Barrel. It's more dignified than a trash.
Myself and Kiff are outside. I don't know where Marvis is. Would you prefer to be with Maggie and Yllaxis?
I would probably be outside, and I would also try to see if my hammer speaks to me now that Bendy is no longer in my presence.
Okay, yeah. So then Kiff will be in a barrel, and myself and Marvis will be kind of hanging out front of the place. I am still seamed. I'm assuming Maggie switched our seamings when we were walking over, but you never know.
If I saw you, I would have. And I think.
I mean, I was on the land, so I was gonna jump in the water if anything else got worse, but I didn't have to.
Yeah. And I think Marvis, since Marvis let go of Binti, I think his seeming is back now. If I remember correctly, that's what happened when we first met Tarek and Binti. But also, I can't see him, so.
Okay. If Marvis is more than 20 feet or 25 feet away from Venti,
Yeah, I think I'm 25 feet or something like that.
he can speak with Lud, and Lud immediately says that that creature is evil. Whatever world it came from is a cursed world with no magic at all. It must be destroyed. And every creature like that must be destroyed. It is a danger to all things that are good.
I'm gonna turn to Dromik and be like, "Oh, good, I can hear him again."
Everything okay?
For now.
I'm gonna look at Marvis and just say, I need you to know that Binti is very important. The white lizard folk do all seem to have something like Binti, though not the same one. It's not all Binti. They're multiple Salamari. Excuse me. it may be difficult to hear him when we go to their village.
Do we have to go to their village?
If we want them on our side when the Taras comes, yes. I'm speaking like low and quietly and trying to be as aware as possible to see if there's anyone outside like listening to us, you know what I mean?
It doesn't seem to be anyone outside listening.
Okay, good. I'm just gonna say like, yeah, we're going to have to go in, I think.
He's not gonna like that. But,
I
all right.
understand.
As long as we can make it a quick visit in and out and no...
I'm hoping it's a quick visit. I would like to talk with them, but it is kind of hard to do things when I'm unable to use magic. I also like using magic as much as your magical items like to be able to use their own magic. I'm gonna like lean up against the wall a little bit, like tired.
I don't know how much longer I would have lasted holding Bingty.
Well,
My master's no longer around to make sure the magic that created me stays active, so...
we'll make sure that you don't have to hold him for long if you need to. I do understand that fear. We'll make sure that that doesn't happen again. But I appreciate you getting him.
I died once, I don't like to do it again.
Did I know you when that happened?
You did.
Yes, I did. Yeah. A lot has happened.
And I'll say that Marvis does feel a little fuzzy since he was holding Vinty.
Yeah, I'm
Hard to describe why.
not gonna force you to hold him at any point. If need be to, you can stay outside of the village. We'll do what we can to make sure that you're okay.
I probably won't go into the village if all of them have the same ability as Bindi.
It seems as if all of the Salamiri do reflect magic or prevent it from happening. That's what Torok informed me of anyway.
I may not be able to enter, or if I enter, I may not be able to walk back out.
Well, then you'll have to be outside. Hopefully it will be quick then. Oh, that's a lot of people. Is everything okay?
It's just people walking on the street.
Okay,
They
I
were
was
there
like
the
very
whole time.
concerned. They're just kind of milling.
They're all attacking.
Yeah, I was just like, what the heck's going on? I figured like I'm not trying to yell this, and I'm gonna try to keep lookout as much as possible. Do you want me to roll perception, just to make sure that there's no one super suspicious going through those doors?
Going through the doors? Sure. Roll it.
Into the hotel. Yeah, I don't want some like spies going through. Whoa, that was not a roll, that was a flip. I'll try that again. Okay. 22.
You don't see any faces you recognize going there.
Nito Bandito.
Or the what do you call them? The bellboy and the receptionist occasionally going in and out.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay. Back at the hotel room.
Back at the hotel room. We have the Yllaxis. Torag's at the top of the stairs. He says, I saw the commotion at the town square. What happened?
In Draconic, I will explain that everything is under control. We have acquired Binti, and if you give us just a
Where is
moment...
he doesn't wait for you to finish the sentence.
If you give us just a moment, we will bring him to you. We will bring you to him, excuse me.
Okay, quickly, please. And Lord Thander says, I would also like to study this creature. I've heard much about him from Torag.
Certainly. I think, Maggie, we just need to zhuzh him up a little bit, don't you think?
Yes. Did I cast Seeming on them before we left? Or no?
I feel like
It
yes,
was a
but
long time ago.
I know, it feels like it was weeks ago.
If
Yeah.
Lord Thanner is going to be near Binti, how are we going to judge him up?
Well, just to get him outside of here, even.
That's fair.
I mean, but I also think when we brought him in, we gave him like a cloak and a hood, and we gave
Yeah,
Torok
like we
a
dressed
cloak
him
and
up.
a hood. Yeah,
You zhuzhed him up.
yeah. Well, if it says Torok has been magically turned a different color, then I feel like that means that I had seemed them. Seeming them.
I think you had seen him. You will definitely have the power to just smear dirt on him if you want to do that non-magically as well.
Yeah. No, I'm just
Power of
saying
dirt.
it says magically, so I'm
The
presuming.
last time I created a Turok figure, he was magically brown. Yeah. I think because you were taking him across town to hide him from the other hotel to hide him in this
Yeah,
hotel.
yes, we physically made him brown by rubbing dirt on him, but then we also magically made him brown, I think.
Yes.
That sounds really bad.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
Can we
I'm sorry,
make him
Tara.
a different color?
We made him like a tawny color to match me.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Like a
Tawny.
sandy.
Like sandy
let's
brown.
Just say like
yeah,
sandy
sandy.
lizard.
Yeah, sandy
Tan.
colored. Tan.
Dusky. Worthy.
Dusky. There you go. Tan.
Leaping lizards, it's Sandy.
Thanks. All right. So, I mean,
It's
if we're not
11 a.m. in the game, by the way.
if we're not sure, I can do seeming again, and we should still put cloaks on them and stuff.
Certainly.
All right. So, first, throw some cloaks on, whatever cloaks they were wearing yesterday. Hoods up, kind of disguise things, and I'm gonna look at their faces real close and be like, okay. I'm getting the artist vision, and then I will cast seeming, and again, and despite all that, Torok just looks like a sandy-colored lizard, and I've put some like makeup foundation powder on his face. I'm not doing the whole body because he's cloaked, but I'm doing that to try to match the illusion. And then Lord Thanner, I'll be like, just
He is both magically and physically made up, right?
yes. The magic is really supposed to be there to help us get out of the hotel, and then moving within the city if he's near Binti, just have that added
Right.
physical layer. And Lord Thanner, just make him look like a different elf. And be like,
Okay.
don't get too close to Binti until, we're in a safe place.
He
I've
says, "I'll
worked
keep my
very
dis-"
hard on this face to make you look like a plain drow, so you don't draw attention.
Well, I understand it's quite difficult to make me look plain, but thank you.
Yes, well, I am an artiste.
He says, so was there any sort of political change at the Queen's event? I feared the worst.
Well, she tried to arrest General Tanya and have her step down, and then instate Alphonse as the general in Tanya's place. But then Loth showed up and said that was traitorous to have
Lord looks
A
very
man.
impressed when you say Lotzer. He
a
says,
male elf take the place of a fine female drow in a position of power when she was doing things, and then the white lizard folk attacked, and the Queen Madara, she soiled herself in front of everyone, and then she wouldn't
Soiled?
stop dancing. It was very embarrassing, and
His
she tried
eyebrows
to
are so high they're off of his face.
She tried to dispel Loth, and it obviously did not go well at all. Loth was very displeased by this, wasn't she, Yllaxis?
Absolutely. She was steaming and seething with the anger. She actually levitated them in the air with how displeased she was.
I was going to say she just snapped her fingers or something, and everyone went whoosh into the air. Truly.
Yllaxis, you feel something tickling on your shoulder.
Okay. Is anything there?
It's a little spider. A tiny one.
Oh.
It just descended from the ceiling.
And I mean, does it? Okay, I'm gonna look at it. Does it look like a normal spider, or is there anything? What was that?
It looks normal. It's just kind of hanging out. Lord Thenner is very impressed. He says, "Now this wouldn't happen to be one of your famous illusions, would it, Maggie?"
Me impersonating a goddess? I don't think so.
He squints at you and he says, "Ah, I get it. I understand. You would never do that."
Do
Since
what?
I've heard all kinds of bad things happen to people who impersonate the deities, at least if they impersonate them and don't represent them.
Well, if someone was misrepresenting the goddess Loth, that would be a true travesty. Although I think, from what we've heard, the person who has most egregiously misrepresented her has been perhaps Mildred, the cleric, who's supporting the Emperor. Anyway, we should really be on our way, I think. There was the whole thing with the lizardfolk. Yllaxis.
He nods, yes.
Yes, absolutely. I think we should get going, as well as well, we didn't tell him that she disbanded the council, or she attempted to. Is that something we want to tell him?
Oh, that is true. She
That's
did
kind of an
start
important
going
thing
on
to
a
them.
whole. I forgot. She said so many things.
So many, yes.
All over the
Oh
place.
yeah, you got fired and then sort of rehired.
Yeah, but she did indeed, I think, attempted or she started going on a train of thought about disbanding the council, and did we even really need a council? We should just get rid of the council. And she was rambling for sure, but then Loth showed up, so I think the council has not been officially disbanded. It was unclear.
The Lord Thenner says, "Well, that's very interesting. I'd certainly like to go talk with people and see if there's any news about this." It seems like there's confusion in who is in charge.
Is he still a wanted criminal?
Are you a fugitive still?
He says, "Well, I mean, I believe that my arrest was certainly politically motivated. See, they didn't want me teaching young boys how to become men, the equals of women in this society."
Perhaps you could show up and say something like, "Oh, the queen and her followers wanted to punish me for teaching young boys, but at the same time she tried to instate her own nephew. What hypocrisy! I've been framed." You know. I'm sure you can say something. You're a council member.
I could simply tell them that which is the truth, but I would want to make sure that those political forces that are motivated against me are not in power when I do that. This disguise will help, I think, just go about the situation to see if it's safe.
Indeed.
I would lay low for just a bit longer, but I think rather soon that would be the case. Oh no, it timed out.
Uh-oh.
It happens.
That's okay, you're still here, so yeah, keep going.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think rather soon that will happen, but just keep an ear out for that.
Natural. And Turek says, "I demand to see Vinti. Is he alive?"
Yes.
Of course he's alive.
He says, "I will pledge my fealty to the one who restored to me my life partner."
Oh man, I'm excited for what's about to happen.
Let's get on with it, shall we?
Okay.
Just
We will.
let me know when you guys get to the battle where I am.
We will casually escort Tarok and Thenor gently down the stairs, and should anyone look at us, I say, make way, avert your gaze, avert your gaze. Lady Sabrina makes her way.
I have been through so much in these 2 days.
The people in the
Truly.
lounge now glance up and just roll their eyes. You hear someone say, "Fucking Karen."
Literally,
As we,
that has been us this entire time.
Most adventurers.
As we make it,
Yeah, go ahead.
as we make it outside, we very very casually looking around. I guess we see Dromik standing probably
You'd see
about
me
25.
like,
Mhm.
yeah, you see me kind of like, I'm propped up on the corner of the building and I'm chatting with Marvis, just kind of like, whatever, hanging out, I guess. But I'll look over and see you and just give you like a wave or like a nod or something.
It's like a bad drug deal.
No, I'm exhausted, dude. I just reversed gravity. I have like no
It's
spells left.
only
Just
it's
like
only
the guy-
11:15
Literally,
in
it's
the
been
morning.
like 3 hours since I've been awake, and I've literally used almost every spell slot I have.
I'm just saying, like, people walk up to a guy, like, leaning on the
Oh
corner
yeah, I
of
guess
the-
that's true. I'm a
of the
tiefling
building.
too.
and just, like, kind of nods him into the alleyway.
Into the alleyway, yeah. I'm a tiefling too, so probably not the best connotation.
You're
But
just
anyway,
a walking stereotype.
yeah, it's real bad. But regardless, I'm just gonna like,
Regardless.
yeah, wave you. Wave you.
Also, just remembered we were supposed to meet Tyra between 8 and 11 to discuss the duel rules.
Well, we better do that soon. We're gonna get this together, and then we're gonna have to go there, I guess.
Yeah.
So much to do. Busy.
You see a group of 3 kobolds with shiny steel scales. They look kind of beefier and burlier than the average kobold, and they just kind of scamper across down the street.
You said what color scales? Blue?
Steel.
Steel. Oh, okay.
So, at that moment, I guess Dromik has sort of gestured to where it is. I get down on my knees rather, to talk to Torok and say, okay, in that barrel, approach slowly, open, and he will be there.
Tark says, I must know. Who is the one who has saved my Binti?
Well,
all of us, kind of, but
primarily.
I'm gonna look
All
at
of us, but-
Marvis. Like, he's the one who grabbed him.
Indeed.
So he goes over the barrel, and he says, "Brrr."
So,
Tark says, "Oh,
then
Binti."
when Turok opens the barrel, he sees Kiff with Binti on his finger, and they have a very large lettuce leaf, and Kiff is eating one side of it, and Binti is eating the other. And then when Turok opens the
Yes.
barrel, Kiff looks up and goes, "Hi, friend. Little friend is back," and just, like, lifts up his finger for Binti to go towards Turok.
Tark just starts crying. He says, "I cannot thank you enough. You have restored my Binti."
I love
Always
Binti.
glad to help friend.
Binti goes up his sleeve immediately.
Gonna
He
look
says,
at
"Now we
Marvis.
must find my people."
I'm gonna kind of like lean over because I probably can hear this and be like, "Oh, we have found some of your people, but we will be preparing to go see them quite soon. I think we have to do something before then, though. Let's if you wouldn't mind staying there for a moment, let us discuss and see what we need to do to make sure that you're back with your people safely.
Okay.
This is all in Draconic. I just want to make sure that you know that."
Yep.
And then I turn back to everyone saying, "Okay, they found each other. What do we need to do next?" I'm gonna kind of look at Maggie.
Well, I think initially we've been wanting to take Tarok to. Are there people running up to us? What's happening here?
There's a little group of sapphire scale kobold turns up to Maggie and just waits patiently as Maggie keeps talking.
I will stop talking and look over.
The kobolds say, and they look at each other. And I say,
Yes.
Do you know Miss Maggie?
Who?
Oh, sorry, they say.
I'm gonna lean over and say, This is Sabrina. Sabrina.
Sabrina.
Yeah.
Really?
This
I
is
mean,
Sabrina.
if she's a woman of any import, then of course I'm sure I do know her. Perhaps you can extol her virtues to me or something, or tell me why you're looking for her.
Well, they said Lady Saphira wanted her to know that thing she was talking about with the stuff, it's begun to flicker in and out of existence, and she thinks it might disappear completely sometime today or tomorrow. It's not clear.
Which thing with what stuff?
They say, "Oh, just tell Maggie; she'll know." And
Well, there's
they-
a lot of. There are indeed many things that are happening, so.
they say, that's all Our Lady allowed us to say. Okay, bye.
Okay, well,
Carrying off down.
I'm glad you found me, just a dark elf woman outside of this inn who abhors people coming up to her, but whatever. Anyway,
I'm sorry.
heard
Do you? I'm terribly, terribly sorry that they spoke to you.
please filter all my messages moving forward. This place is truly terrible.
Wow.
Anyway,
Dromik is
And
sitting there
what-
with the most deadpan look on his face. He is so done with this bullshit. He's
And
just kind of
then-
like, ugh.
lowering my voice so that people around me cannot
Yeah.
hear and I can drop the charade. Okay. I think we wanted to bring Tarek to the other lizard folk so that we could figure out this whole situation and diffuse whatever's happening. I don't know what's going on with that. We have to go to the duel master to figure out the rules for the duel, although honestly at this point if we could just throw the whole thing out entirely, that could be much preferable. And then you heard there's that sphere that is flickering in and out of existence apparently.
There's a...
Yes.
How convenient they were able to find us right here.
Saphira is
And also,
somewhat magical, so she may have a
And
scrum.
All her
He says,
kobolds?
in a town like this, the servants of the Mistress of Magic might likely have some sort of item that can detect that.
Yeah, or
They thought the
spy.
disguised person might know who Maggie is.
Well, it's very great that they can see through certain non-detection or other illusions to
Yeah,
mask
you have
someone's
non-detection.
presence
I'm
as something else.
I'm non-detected. Yeah.
You're
I
not
know you
detected,
two
and
are,
I.
I am not.
No, I'm not non-detected. I have a dark elf masking.
Oh, right.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
But
Anyway.
regardless, do you think that the rules may be the first thing we should do? We are late
think we
to
have
correct,
to.
Get it out of the way.
Let's
Oh,
try to
I
get
timed
this
out.
quick.
as
Oh.
did I.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
That's
We
okay.
can start.
Yeah, we
we
can
can
keep
start.
talking. Keep going.
All right.
So, for the rules, do you want? I assume you just wanted to be.
Oh no.
Right?
I'm sorry.
I assume you just want the rules to be fair, right? Trying to summarize the conversation.
I mean, are we even still having a duel? She's insane. She was proven insane in front of the
That's
people.
fair.
Also, going in, we have to remark on how the duel master seems to be in much better spirits. And did he make up with his friend, Tyson? Because we did see him last night and made sure to send him on his way. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Yes.
If possible, I want this duel thrown out. But if it's gonna happen, I want the rules. I don't want it fair. I want it fixed in our favor.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't want it fair. I want to win.
Yeah, I mean, I am so done with being dragged around by the whims of these people. Like, if they're gonna drag me into their BS, I want to win. So,
Okay. Okay.
I
So
agree with that.
if I'm
Seems like it's
forced,
safe to
if I am
assume-
being forced to fight this duel,
Okay. So
You're
it
saying
seems like
throw
it's
the whole
safe-
duel away.
yeah, I mean, she's clearly not a sound mind. She can't even get through a speech or rally or
Without
whatever without soiling
pooping.
herself.
Yeah.
And actually, wait. Actually, no. So the rules state that all the combatants must be in good standing with Lolth, and we just saw a public denouncement of Lolth just publicly was like, Queen Madara, you
She's
suck,
like,
I don't
nah.
like you. Yeah, you're a traitor. I revoke whatever, my blessings from you.
She
so
did say
I'm
that.
gonna argue
Did.
that she is no longer in good standing with Lolth, and she has to automatically forfeit and give me all of her possessions, as were the terms of the duel. If someone cannot do the thing and they automatically forfeit, their possessions belong to the other person. So,
Okay, so
Tyra, do the thing. I did your job for you. Go.
It seems like it's safe to assume you go to the Duel Master's office, right?
Yep.
Okay, so you go to the Duel Master's office. People there are talking. There have been a lot of signs put up. A lot of the signs put up say, emergency council meeting session scheduled for midnight tonight. They say to determine fitness to rule. And it says order of the what's it called? The chief of staff of the commander-in-chief, Tanya, using some old power to invoke a council meeting, but as the queen it's not of sound mind.
Is the duel master there?
So that's what you see as you approach the office. So then you get to the office, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you get to the office. Where is everybody? Okay. Does this include Kiff, or is Kiff like hiding with Binti?
Do you guys want me to
I
keep an eye
think
on
we
Torok?
should
I'm
have
happy to do that.
someone watching Torok and Binti, but
I'm more
at
than
least
happy.
like
Okay.
maybe not next to us, but like maybe outside of. You know what I mean? Like we shouldn't all be crammed in there. I may stay outside-ish and like you know what I mean? Like we should position ourselves keenly where I'm gonna be somewhere kind of close-ish, but not close enough to be in the anti-magic. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Also, before we go in, while we've been walking here, at some point, I am changing my face so I don't look like that snooty lady from the hotel, and I'm doing that through the illusion, seeming, and physically as well.
Okay, great. So you get there, you see Tyra's there, you see the duel master Javier is there. You see the Queen's lawyer is there. He doesn't look comfortable, and he actually seems to be just leaving. He says, I'm just gonna leave. I have to go do some stuff.
I'm so sorry we're late. I take it we're not going over the rules of the duel then? Where is he going?
Javier says, okay, I'm a little confused. So does he know this particular disguise that you have on?
I'm matching it up with what I walked in with yesterday.
Okay.
Which in-game was like... Well, in-game yesterday, out of game was like over a month ago.
Okay.
I didn't
So he
make a note.
says,
I'm sorry.
Yes, ma'am. So we were just talking. It seems that General Tani has used the ancient order of emergency request for a council meeting because she has said she says everyone's talking about it, that the Queen's not of sound mind. She soiled herself. She was dancing. She was cursed by the Avatar of Love. It seems like she's not in good standing for this duel. Wouldn't you agree?
Indeed.
Tyra says yes. I agree.
I would say so, and if that is the case, then she automatically forfeits, right?
Yes, he says the only question is which of her assets pertain to the state and which are private, and that remains to be decided, especially whether or not this council meeting actually happens, and then who, in fact, if there is another queen, becomes the next one.
Indeed. Well,
He says, of course, you could still duel her.
I mean, why would I? She's been disgraced already.
Oh, I think so. He says. He says no one respects her now.
And really, we can get past all of this nonsense about the duel and deal with the actual problems plaguing the city. But I would like to be present for, the conversation, since it is very important to know which of her assets, so to speak, are forfeited to me as per, this duel that she has requested herself before she lost her favor with Lolth.
Okay. They say, well, we're researching that. There's many documents. It's hard to tell. She's been queen for about 400, 500 years. Elves live pretty long, so that's going to take a bit of research. But I mean,
Indeed.
things are looking much better than they did the last time. He said, "Oh, by the way, I've been just so happy recently. I heard that my friend Tyler said some really nice people spoke to him, and we had a great time. I don't know if you had anything to do with that or not, but
He is very
Good.
lovely.
as Javier smiles and nods, he says he is a lovely dwarf.
Indeed. And I'm very happy for you that you were able to resolve whatever, the bad history.
He says, of course. He says, so we're gonna be. He says, so I think this is a bit out of my ballpark, you might say. Wouldn't you say? And Tyler says, Tyler nods. Go ahead.
At the very least, when when her assets are passed on to me, I want to make sure that Tyra is properly compensated for the great work that she's been doing in my favor. You know, being targeted by a mad woman. Let's lower my voice a little bit. And dragged into all this business. So I did promise that I would, pay her recompense for the good work she's been doing. So, please see to that.
And Tyler says, I shall. I think we're done with Mr. Javier, and Javier says, I certainly hope that these nasty duels might become a thing of the past, or at least maybe less bloody in the future. Perhaps somewhat more enlightened the government, he says.
And, if there's any way to make sure that other people cannot duel me for my grandson again, this really was enough the first time.
He says, oh, yes. Your grandson, well, it depends. He says, now, assuming the whole queen gets deposed thing happens, then the honor of him would revert to Lady Lyrtel.
But I have seized all of the assets.
Well, the question of the assets is dependent upon station and title and standing, and so it's really a question of whether the question of the assets comes first or the question of the seizure comes first.
Tyra, it appears I might have further need for you.
Tyra says, yes. Now, since this is really all about your personal wealth and not really about my interest, I will charge a bit of a higher fee for this. You won't pay anything, she says. It'll just be a percentage of the assets.
I think we'd already communicated that.
Of course.
Our agreement.
She says, this will take me a little bit more work, too. It's a different area of law that I need to research. But I'm sure it will be a profit for you, assuming all goes well at this council meeting.
Well, I don't know if we need to wait until the council meeting is done, because no one can tell me how much I'm actually getting out of this for all my trouble. So I don't want to waste your time if I'm not going to be paid well. Anyway, we have things to do. We'll be in touch.
Tyra says, I'm sure it'll be a nice payment for you.
I sure hope so. Come now. Friends, we have things to do.
Okay.
Quite.
So many things to do. I'm so old and tired.
Same in
Just
real life.
projecting. Yeah, I'm just projecting at this point.
It's fine. This is me for real.
Also, at some point, like, Maggie's voice got mixed with that fake douchey lady, and
It's
now I'm
fine.
just like, oh man, I'm losing it.
Maggie has been switching back and forth between people so often. I'm sure she's also losing it.
She's just tired. She's really
like,
tired.
she's just
and,
confused and
You
upset.
know. Oh man.
Okay, so that was pretty quick, which is good. Where to next?
I think our next thing is to go LizardFolk. Yes, no, maybe so. I don't
Absolutely.
think so,
I think so. Do we know the best way to get there? I mean, there's probably one by land, but they also
They keep
took
coming
a
by sea. It seems
boat.
like.
So that's what I was going to say. It seems like that's an option as well.
That,
I would like to
I'll
ask
think about.
Korok as of like, what's the best way to get to your people without having to go through that gate, because we're probably not going to be able to take a white LizardFolk through the gate.
Yeah, how did they get the boat onto the lake?
It's got to be on the other side of the lake, right?
Or
Well, no, there's a whole
No,
bunch
there's-
of
it's a
cities
lake.
to the north of the lake.
He says,
Oh.
"Well, if I've been away from home for quite some time, but we were looking at different ways to get up to the sky." He says, and there was this very, very big waterfall that some people thought would lead up to the sky, kind of like that one there. And he points at the one in the ceiling of this cave. So maybe they actually came up through the water. He says, "My people can't hold their breath for quite some time."
Dromik's going to nod. Yes, yes, of
There's a
course.
smell for that, you know.
They don't need it.
I know.
But we could potentially go that way. That might be best for us instead of having to go through trying to disguise and pay off people back through the gates.
God, I just don't want to do that anymore.
I don't
I
either.
agree.
Let's try going through the waterfall then.
So the problem is, how are we going up through the waterfall?
We do have at
Eric
least.
says, "Not up; it would be down because this we are in the sky right now." He says,
Oh, down is easier than up
"Yes,
by a lot. So
because you can't even see the waterfall from here; it's too far down."
right. I think down will be significantly easier. Remember, we do have me as well as a couple of other.
Oh, well, if
Things
it's
that we can
down, that's
do,
not a
yeah.
problem. I prepared Featherfall today,
Oh, look at that.
but not fly, so we can only go in one direction.
I can be flying. We'll figure out the way back up later. Down
And
first, then up.
Yllaxis has Altair, so.
Yes.
Cool.
Down first, then up.
Only problem is, if we are using Featherfall, it is very important to make sure that we stay a safe distance away from Binti, because we don't want to be like that one person who they were falling and then they were featherfalled and then they were unfeatherfalled when they came into the the radius of no magic. That
is
would be very
that is
bad
going
when
to-
falling off
So-
of a cliff.
So here's our problem then. Can we be walking to the said
Yes.
waterfall area as we're talking?
Yeah. So what
like,
he
yeah.
would do is he would take you to the edge of the lake.
Perfect.
And it takes you to the edge of the lake. What you notice is that the big crowd of people, including Tanya and the other lizards, have walked around to the north of the lake towards where the Enchanter's Ward is.
Okay. Do they look like they're talking about the lake, or
They look like they're being nonviolent, but it's sort of like a tense situation. But it has moved to the northwest of the lake towards where the Enchanter's district is. Excellent.
Yes,
That's
I
a
know.
great
I was
start.
That is a good start.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a bunch of red things.
Yeah.
Where did all these red things come from?
Yeah, I was about to
Yeah,
ask the
these
same
red
thing. It's like
rectangles.
why they're
Start
red
deleting
blocks.
them. Get rid of these red blocks.
There
No
were
one-
some like rectangles stacked, but they
do
weren't
not like
red
them.
and
There we go.
Goodbye, rectangles.
I was like, why is there just one left? But
Meh.
it's gone now.
Okay.
Matt like tapped me and he was just gesturing at his screen like, what the fuck is this? And I'm like, I don't know. Okay. Sorry, continue. When they're over at the lake area, I keep moving things. When they're at the lake area, is it like they're talking about the lake? Are they talking to each other? Like, what are they? Are they? Is the lake of their concern?
Okay, so when you were at the Duelmaster House, right? So you got to the southwest.
Yeah, we're the
area.
southwestern end.
You see them on the northwest edge, like walking into this area.
Okay, that's fine.
So they're kind of far away to listen to, but you could follow them if you want to.
Not right now.
Okay.
Unless,
Okay.
like, oh gosh, please keep moving the map around. Just like warn me before you do that, because I'm like zoomed in. So I'm just debating, like, when we were in the fight, did it look like there was anyone of importance with them, or was it just like a raiding party?
You want to know if there's any lizard who look particularly important?
Yeah, like one that looked flowery. I doubt
They
it.
all
but-
look relatively equal to each other.
Okay, yeah, that's kind of what I figured. I was just making sure.
They look like some sort of rangers in their
Yeah,
society.
for now it might be best to just not bother them. Unless
Okay.
you want to intervene, unless someone else wants to, I think it's better to just let that be.
It might freak them out to see
That's
Turok. They
that's
all
what I think
he's
too.
dead.
That's what I think too. And then we'll get in good standing with the other lizard folk because they didn't really care for us. We are all different
Right.
now, but like still, let's not approach that shit show.
Okay. So, Tarek says, all right, so I guess you guys you ready to go now?
Well, are you ready to go? Is the question.
He says, I'm ready.
You know how you're going to keep yourself from falling down the entire waterfall?
Well, I would like to discuss that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let's not go
so-
down.
So,
So they must have done something.
so I
Yes.
mean, the feather fall option isn't a bad idea. It can do
It
5
won't work
people,
for Torok.
right? Well, but let me finish.
Yes.
Because Altair doesn't get dispelled because the spell is complete.
Ah.
Turok could just be on there with me. That's not a problem.
Oh, then let's do that then. I was just wondering if you had a solution because I did not have one.
Of course. I
Wonderful.
always have solutions.
And then you
Good.
just need to make sure that you stay a good enough distance from those of us who are feather falling, so we don't,
Yes, I think I should let you... Should I be in front or behind your falling? Is the question.
Behind.
Behind?
Yeah.
If anything goes drastically wrong, I can shapeshift or wild shape. Excuse me. I
Okay,
am
so
prepared
Tarek
for
says,
that.
if you're ready, then get ready for a swim. And he jumps into the lake.
Kiff
What?
will go.
He wasn't listening to what we just said.
Nope. He didn't listen to any of that, apparently. It's fine.
It's-
If he's swimming, let him go.
If he's
You know.
happy, yeah, I guess. If he's confident he's not going to hurt himself.
Well,
I don't
just
think he
in
is. Why
case-
don't you just hold on to him?
Yeah, hey. Yeah, why don't you just, instead of diving head first in, why don't you just do what we said?
Yllaxis, can you
He
grab
pops
him?
back up from the water. He says, what?
I wanted to at least cast water breathing on those of us who are feather falling, so in case something happens, we might not drown immediately.
Okay.
Yes. Come here,
Okay.
darling.
So, hold on.
So, just a reminder, Kiff will need water breathing. He does not need feather fall. He has bug wings.
Okay. Well, I can do it up to 5 people, so...
Guess what? You're getting feather fall.
For water breathing, how many people can you add? Do you want to? I'm just saying, prioritize me last.
Let me check.
Yeah, prioritize me last because I do have a.
Last time it was
10
enough
minute,
for all of
15
us.
Yeah,
Up to 10
Marvis
willing.
doesn't need it.
Up to 10 willing creatures.
Okay, perfect.
And-
I just wanted to make sure because I know
And it
Marvis
lasts-
doesn't necessarily need it, and I
Yeah.
also have a 15-minute hold breath ability. But if you can give
I mean,
it to
if
me,
no one
I'm
needs
not
it,
going to
we
say
can
no.
skip it.
No,
Okay.
no. If you want to do that, I'm not going to say no. I would
So I will-
prefer to breathe water than to have to hold my breath, but
I will take 10 minutes plus 1 action to cast water breathing on, I guess, myself, Yllaxis, Altair,
Mm-hmm.
Kiff, Fontiev is not technically here, but in case he is with us, I have enough to cover him as well. Lord Thanor did not come, right? Where did he go?
He says, he says, do you think you really need me on this excursion, or should I just kind of hang out?
I
in
mean,
town?
you can see to council stuff and whatnot and make sure
I
that
think I
you
will.
put
I'll
in a
start-
good word for me. You know, my grandson, very important. I should be compensated. We made sure that you were safe and also made sure that, just
He
remember.
says, I think I will do that. He says, do you mind if I send you a sending later with what news I can gather?
Sure, as long as I'm not too close and can receive it, but a sending would be great.
Okay. He says, I'll do that.
Do you have, an idea of about what time, just so I can make sure I'm in the right place to receive it?
Lord D says, at about 4 p.m. he'll have a report.
Cool. Thank
4
you.
p.m. Isn't the council meeting at midnight?
Right.
Yeah, but He's doing
doing
political stuff.
recon. He's
Yeah.
talking to
He's
people.
trying to see if he can be at
Yeah,
it without being
no.
arrested again, that kind of thing.
Got it.
Yeah, I let him do him. Yeah. Okay.
While Maggie's casting the spell and talking to Lord Thanar, could I have a moment to sort of just stick around the corner a little bit and sort of reflect? And I don't hope to hear from her. I just kind of want to apologize to Iliastreli mentally, to say that this was probably hard for you, and I felt that it was necessary, but I am sorry.
You feel a sense of neutrality in reaction. You feel a sort of response. It's clearly that the gods are having a difficult time reaching this particular world, and she's saying something. It's like an emotion of hope and regret, and also surprise and hope, also, and disappointment and hope. So it's like a mixed reaction. You have to do more meditation to get more response.
This makes sense to me. Okay.
Okay. Is everyone ready to make the trip?
I think so. With the water breathing and the feather fall, I think we're good.
Okay, so you're only under the water for about 5 minutes, as Turok leads you to the bottom of the lake. But the current becomes very strong. You see, there's like a little hole where it goes out at the bottom of the lake. So he says you're gonna have to. This is definitely gonna be a dexterity check to not get swept out with this very strong current. It's just like there's a lot of water pressure going through a tight hole here.
Check or save?
Let's say the dexterity save. So, or unless you're gonna do something specific to try to make it easier.
Is the suck out hole where the waterfall is?
So it's gonna be here. Bigger than.
Where here is, sorry. Ah, I see.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so Kiff is clearly gonna take the plunge, right, Kiff?
Yeah, I think we're all trying to go through. But we're trying to go through as like a group.
I
Like-
just realized I'm muted. If we have feather fall on, is that slowing down our being
Featherfall
funneled
is
through
more
that?
about gases than liquids.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
we're in a water current, not
Yes.
necessarily falling. So
Right.
Yes, that.
Sacred I'd ask.
So is Kiff just gonna like swoop in there? I saw the bean die rolling.
yeah, Kiff
I
feels
think
it.
we're all trying to do that,
and
right?
If Turok is going, Kiff will just go.
All right.
I guess he won't say yippee because it's under the water, but he'll definitely try to save.
Okay, so what was Kiff's result?
If it's a Dex saving throw, that's a 17.
Okay, that's pretty good. So Kiff swoops through, and there's like a tight funnel, and then he opens up into probably the biggest cave Kiff has ever seen. It is so big that it just becomes mist at the horizon. It's huge, and you can see what seems like kind of a lush forest way down, about 500 feet down, this rather thin waterfall. And on the ceiling there are these faint blue points of light that seem to be flickering and growing dimmer by the second. So Kiff could use his glider wings to land on this ledge here, where he sees a few LizardFolk, or he could just go all the way down to the forest floor.
Kiff will wait on the ledge for his friends, just in case. And he has some rope. He will toss a rope across the water to, if his friends potentially need it, to grab onto it.
Okay. So people see Kiff disappear with a swoop, and he says yippee, muffled by the water. Are they going to leap in after him or do anything to make their...
I know that myself, Marvis, and Maggie are trying to stay as close as physically possible, maybe even holding on to each other. My suggestion would be holding on to each other.
Okay.
If Marvis is okay with that, I would Probably grab onto
Okay.
both Maggie and
If you're
Marvis.
holding on to Marvis, he's not going to be swooped because he's so heavy.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Well, we do
Yeah.
also have Featherfall with Maggie, so Marvis can just walk us to the hole, and then Maggie will Featherfall us.
Yep,
It'll be great.
Yeah.
Good.
that sounds great. Gripping onto Marvis's arm for
Do you want
dear
us to
life.
strength save, or what do you want us to do?
It was a devil's
Let's have Marvis make an athletics check
Okay, cool.
as the leader of this group.
Yeah, Marvis, you can do it.
You
Athletic?
got this.
An
Yeah.
athletics check?
Yes.
See.
I believe that is 18.
He safely guides
Not
everyone
bad.
down. No one falls off the 500-foot cliff.
Wow, nice job.
Even Altair. And you land a ledge in which there's a bunch of LizardFolk and a couple extra boats, and they say, "Who are you?" in Draconic, immediately pointing their arrows at you.
Ah, I'm gonna reply in Draconic. Yeah. I'm just gonna let them. Wait, where's Torok? Isn't Torok with Yllaxis? Where's Torok?
Yes.
There he is.
I'm just trying to get some props.
I,
but yeah.
It's okay, I got him. I'm just gonna say we've brought Torok back for you, or to you. We wanted to make sure that everything was okay with your stars.
Torok, we thought you were captured. Why? They said it is our tradition that all captives should kill themselves. What happened? And Torok begins to explain. He says, our people are foolish. And they say, what? And they say, they have corrupted you. And they point arrows at Torok. And they say, you're not the Torok I know. And he says, all of what you've been told is a lie.
I'm just gonna reply to them. Are you going to kill one of your own kind, even as he touts his Salamiri?
One of the young rangers here says, but he has dishonored the clan. He has given up all of his hopes and dreams of the tribe of restoring the stars to our people. They gesture to the ceiling of this huge, 1,000-foot high cave.
You would
And this-
prefer to
Stars
kill
are
one of your.
quiet.
You would prefer to kill one of your own than to listen to us about your stars, and maybe figure out how to get them back.
Torok goes up and puts his hand on that guy's shoulder. He says, the brown one speaks the truth.
Yeah,
We must think deeply about this.
I'm gonna just look over at Maggie and just request, may I show my true self? Is this all right with you, Maggie?
Do you want me to take it off you? or
Just
are you
change the
gonna walk
seeming.
towards
Just
them?
yeah, you
Cool.
can change it. I'm
I
just
just
asking you to change it back to what I actually look
Waggle
like.
my fingers a little bit, and it.
Well, it's not going to matter too much because you're
Right,
going to get
yeah,
close.
if I get close to them, I'm gonna just drop it anyway, but I will walk up to them and probably change out of my little self and into my Dromik self.
Okay.
I have nothing to hide with you. We want to make sure that you're okay and that your people can survive, and that your stars do not die. But to do that, we're going to need to cooperate.
He says, I have lost hope. I do not think we can survive here. We have to leave.
Torok says this?
Yeah, Torok says that.
May we join you back at your village, or some of us. I'm going to look over at Marvis and just say, I'm not sure if all of us can make it inside with all of the Salamiri, but would it be possible if we could discuss this at your village?
Each one of the rangers does have their own Salamiri, mostly of the orange color. While close to them, Marvis feels a little tingly and can no longer talk to with Lud. And I should add that the trees, you can see, they do look as though their leaves are kind of dying and becoming brown or yellow.
Oh no, that's sad.
Did you just say I can't talk?
To Lud.
You can talk, but you can't talk to Lud. And you feel a little bit
Feel a
fuzzy.
little weird.
Feel a little odd.
Could say something?
Yeah, go for it. I'm just trying to put myself between Marvis and them just because I don't want... I know that must be weird.
Kiff would like to approach one of the rangers and say, hello, friend. Hello, fellow folk of scale. Here, I have a gift for you. And I will take out the golden spider statue that I stole from the Temple of Off and say, take it from people who take your stars. Start a friendship from us. Get your stars back.
They say, well, thank you, but we need the stars. They say, as you can see, our trees are dying. And the wildlife, too, they gesture.
So the stars, are they just here? Or are they only visible at night?
So this is a very big cave.
Yeah.
You can see there's some sort of glowing things stuck on the roof. It's about 1,000 foot from roof to ceiling. There's some glowing things on the roof, but they're quite dim right now, and some of them are flickering or fading away.
I'm gonna look over at Yllaxis and then back to them and say, is it possible that we could approach your stars? We don't want to take anything. We just want to see what's wrong.
They say, well, if you could find a way up there, sure, but we can't reach it. We don't have any magic.
I'm just gonna look at Yllaxis and look at Altair and say, I think we have a way.
Oh, wow, okay.
I mean,
so
we have a flying horse.
If they are allowing us, we will fly 1,000 feet to take a look at it.
Okay, you're gonna do that now?
Yes, please. Assuming they gave us permission.
You might want to bring Maggie with you just in case.
They said our village is over there. It takes about like a 3-hour walk to get to the village.
Before Yllaxis leaves, Kiff would like to turn to Yllaxis and say something encouraging to give her a bardic inspiration die.
What do you tell me? Go on now.
Oh man. Oh, oof. Let's see.
Good hustle out there.
Sure, perfect.
Come on, let's see some hustle.
Remember, you can speak Draconic, so it can be anything.
I can.
Kiff will say, stars shiny. Yllaxis also shiny.
Aww.
Yllaxis know what to do with stars.
Aw, thank you. It's a D6, right?
I believe so, yes.
Lovely. Okay. With inspiration in mind, those kind words of Kiff, I ascend. I ascend rather quickly.
Is anyone else on Altair with you?
Just me.
Just you. Okay.
And I would like to examine the ceiling that they were referencing. You said there were like orange spots on there?
Kind of bluish. Some of them are kind of blue, some of them kind of orange. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
I would like.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, I would like to, sort of, if I can, perceive what they are or what's missing. Unless you were going to provide me more info, I apologize for cutting you off.
So when you get up there, there's a couple little mosses or lichens up there. It looks like these are just some kind of rock that glows, and it's hard to get close to them. It really kind of hurts your eyes, and it's kind of painful to get close to it.
And there's lichen or whatever that seems to be on it, is what you're saying?
Not on it, but growing around it. So it's they're big glowing rocks. You can see that some of them, like, they're kind of an opaque turquoise color. Some of them have gone out completely. Some of them are fading out as you look, and some of them are glowing.
So it's not
hard
that
to
the
get close
lichen.
without taking radiant damage by getting close to them.
Gotcha. It's not that the lichen is obstructing
it.
It
is subsisting on the radiance from the rocks.
Right. So it's like absorbing it. It's not just blocking it, right?
The lichen is around them, not on them. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Now I understand. Thank you. I will. Once I notice that, I will fly back down and relay the information back to everyone.
Okay.
Actually, may I make a nature check to see if I know anything about this lichen or arcana or whatever you think it is?
Sure. Choose this appropriate skill and roll it.
I'm persuading myself what it is. No, I'm kidding. It is. I don't think I'll use the inspiration any other time, so I might as well use it now. But it's not a good roll. 7.
So you're not sure. I mean, I don't think you have the detect magic spell, right?
Not prepared today.
So you're not sure if it's magic or alchemy or something else, but it looks almost like someone, or you might theorize that either these appeared naturally or someone put these here, and that this ecosystem has been surviving off of the light given off by these rocks, but they're running out of energy somehow because they've been just running for a long time.
I see. This seems to be a blight, a lichen or a moss, perhaps, that is spreading across the ceiling and absorbing the light of the stars, which is what is unleashing its plague on this land.
So it's not the people up the waterfall?
I don't think so.
They all look very disappointed. They said, well, what can we do?
Well, we need to figure something out, but it seems that we need information on nature about it. I'll look to the party and ask if they have any ideas about investigating it or getting anything like that, and explain that it did seem that it was bright and dangerous, so I wouldn't want to get too close to it.
The rocks, do they seem like, oh, what were they? Like we've dealt with, like powerful crystals and whatnot. Did they seem to be similar, or, you know, like the powers that were
Either the ones that could like power the vehicles,
Yeah.
or the ones that they stabbed into people to turn them
Yes.
into aberrations.
Well, those were purple. The other
Yeah.
ones were,
Yeah.
I think these are like a whitish blue, but is this something similar to like the things that could power, like...
So do you
vehicles?
guys feel that if you went up there with Yllaxis and you have all your skills and spells, you could probably learn more, or you could go back
Yeah.
and forth?
I feel like maybe if
I would
Dromik
be
and
more
I
than happy to
can
go
fit
up,
on there,
yeah.
you could do.
At least
How
one at a
good is your
time.
nature? Yeah, because I
can-
can check for magic stuff and
Yeah, I can check for nature's... Well, my nature skill is kind of poo-poo garbage. You should go.
Is it? I have
Because nature's
+6.
intelligence, so you should
Yeah.
do it. Well, yeah, because remember,
So
nature's intelligence, even though that's kind of dumb, because, like, druids are bad
Yeah,
at nature stuff.
I know.
But that's okay.
Well, could
You
you
should
do like
go.
a survival check?
I don't know.
You two, how about you two just go up there? Altia can communicate to me anything that's necessary.
Okay. I'm more than happy to do that.
Any of you two want words of encouragement?
If you want to
Everybody
give us
does.
a little
Sure.
slap on the back.
Everybody
I don't think
does.
anyone's going to mind, yeah.
Certainly, both of you. By all means, take my last two bardic inspirations.
Da-da-da. Okay.
Da-da-da-da.
So Maggie and I are just gonna go up on Altier. Oh, is that a dinosaur?
Yeah, you can see
Yeah, it
dinosaurs wandering among the trees.
Hell yeah!
What?
Sorry, I just saw a brontosaurus head. I didn't notice it until I zoomed out a little. Oh, hell yeah! I love dinosaurs. Anyway, as we're going up, yeah, I'm not sure if...
Yeah, it looks like it's a beautiful land that's slowly dying.
Oh, that's so sad. Maggie,
So
do
you
you
go
want...
up there.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. Maggie, do you want to go ahead and take a look at the crystals themselves, and maybe if I could figure out something about the Leica?
Sure. So if you want to wait 10 minutes, I could do detect magic and
We
then
can do that.
use that while examining things. So you know.
Yeah, of course we can do that.
All right. So I take 10 minutes to ritual cast detect magic.
Okay.
Cool. And then approaching doesn't seem to have any magical residue.
You are confident these rocks are not magic, they're pure geology, pure rocks.
Okay.
Ah.
The notes here.
Cool, cool. Can I guess make...
Well, actually, yeah, go ahead for more information.
I was gonna say, can I make a nature? Would that be
Roll for it.
nature check for more
Roll-
information?
Roll nature.
Okay.
And tell me if you want to get close enough to get burned by the light or not.
Please no.
So first, that's a dirty 20.
Nice.
As of now, I do not want to get close enough to be burned by the light.
Okay.
I would like
And-
to see how much I can tell from this somewhat safe distance before I need to get closer. But yeah, like I said, dirty 20.
You feel like these rocks were infused with some massive amount of energy, and that's why they glow.
Okay.
And that
dying out.
that energy has been slowly been burning away as they've glowed for many centuries. Without a degree in geology, that's about as much as you can tell.
Shit, where's
So-
our rocked friend?
No, yeah, yeah.
Right?
I know.
Okay, so
Albert, where are you?
basically,
This could have been done with some sort of powerful magic or machine. Let's see, what else would you know? You
What,
would know
like
it
the
could be infused again, but it would take a huge amount of energy.
okay.
so it doesn't seem like the lichen is leeching it. It just seems like the rocks are losing their energy over time.
The lichen seems to be photosynthesizing the light from the rocks.
The liken's just kind of
like any other plant might do. Like
it's
the
just
tree.
kind of being moss.
It's just being
Yeah.
itself.
Cool.
And you also know that if you collected these rocks, they could be used to power an airship
Hmm.
with some work.
Go and tell Fontiev.
How close or far? How far away are we now at this deemed safe distance to not be burned?
Safe distance from the rocks is 30 feet.
Okay.
And do they seem like they can be easily dislodged? Just out
If
of
you
curiosity.
had either like someone who was good with the pick in some place so that they don't fall all the way to the ground and shatter, sure.
Okay.
Um,
And then can I ask just like one more question for now?
Yeah, go for it.
Do they look similar at all to like a Lumos stone? I think it is.
They do
Was
look
that-
similar to that, but it's like much more powerful and,
Okay.
and not magically up.
Was that the thing that Varro had in Codwake that he found?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
these would be quite valuable in terms of like the market for artificers and magic and that kind of thing. Be quite in demand.
Dromik, what do you think?
Well, if you're sharing what you think,
I am indeed.
yeah, I mean, at this point, that seems as if that may be the case. I
The
do.
lizards here on the stairs. I just want to add one more thing. They say that when they were just babies, the lights were like 10 times brighter and just
Crazy
and now
bright.
they're dim. It's like they're just little faintly glowing stars on the roof here.
I just wonder what could have possibly caused these stars to start decaying now. I wonder if there is anything that is taking their power. Did they ever say anything in the Underdark about using stones or getting energy from somewhere? I can't recall off the top of my head.
I also cannot recall, but the
Can we
only thing that
roll
comes
to
mind-
recall? Question mark.
Yeah.
But
Can
what were
we?
you gonna say?
ahead.
I was gonna say the only thing that comes to mind is that spear thing, which also had some kind of power that
Mhm.
might be strong enough to power an airship, but seems to be blinking out and might disappear soon.
Yeah,
don't
I
know if
wonder
it's
if they're connected as
related
well.
somehow. Yeah. But
could-
yeah, with that,
Oh god.
I think I was about to ask what you're about to ask about making. I don't know if that would be a history check to see if we can recall or just
Memory
straight
brain
intelligence.
check? Yeah,
Yeah.
just straight intelligence to remember?
I don't think you need to roll because you have plenty of wisdom and intelligence between the two of you.
Yes.
We have a little brainstorming session.
Mhm.
You just kind of butt heads.
Yeah. With our powers combined, we can remember things that we did months ago.
There was a sense of a very powerful energy source that was probably the sphere thing, and you recall that the sphere was supposed to be theorized to be some kind of vehicle. You recall that there was another thing that might be a vehicle that was much lower down in the what's it called, the Coalbank lava caves. You recall that Lady Sphere's messenger Kobold said they thought that sphere might be disappearing soon. I think that's about as much as you know so far. Anything else would be a theory. You could certainly talk with the village authorities down in the valley if you'd like to.
Okay, so
So
it
we-
seems as if there's multiple, either ways that we might be able to help the stars, or things that could be interconnected. What were you going to say, Maggie? Apologize.
Sorry. So we don't remember hearing anything about, like, in Tethel they were trying to siphon energy for some big thing, right? We just heard about the queen, like, trying to do some anti-magic stuff.
That's what I remember.
You
But
got the impression that she liked the lizards that are anti-magic and she wanted to
Yeah.
do more of them.
Mhm.
But you didn't hear about any huge energy siphon projects necessarily in the places that you have visited so far.
Right.
for now, I say let's go back down and discuss your findings, because you did most of the
Update
work here.
And
But
well, you were great moral support.
I helped.
You
But
reminded me about things.
but I say let's go down, discuss our findings, and if they think it might go out within a day or so, it may be something to go check out. The sphere. Could you tell me about that sphere? I don't remember much about it. I was not paying too much attention to that. There was a large dragon in the room.
So, technically, we passed it. I wasn't there that time, but we walked by it. Something in there shattered Yllaxis' mind briefly with psychic energy.
That.
We
that.
may or may not have been told there's a banshee or something in there.
Yes.
Very bad.
Yeah,
Lady
I
Saphira
know.
herself is like, oh, I can't fit through. But seems like she just doesn't want to go. And, you know, we're recovering some particular scrolls, but we can keep some of the other things. I think is the gist of it. So we don't really know, but there's something very bad there. And shouldn't try to detect it because, you know, bad things will happen. Well, apparently.
Yes, I completely forgot about that. But yes, I know exactly what that is. Sorry, we called it a sphere and I was confused because for some reason I thought it was like a dome, but I understand now. The metal thing that we passed that was real bad. I remember it being real bad. It might be something that is worth going to look at. Though if we're doing that, we're gonna have to go back through. Pardon me. We're going to have to go back through the inspection zone, or actually, no, we might be able to be let out over here. Actually, depending how the LizardFolk are, we might be able to just be let out here and then enter.
Oh yeah,
back
there
through
might be
this
a way around. That's a good idea.
Yeah. It
They
might
got
be.
Yeah, they
into
have a
the
pretty
city
good
somewhere
idea
from here.
You're
of
right.
how to get around down here. So
They might be able to point us to the correct direction to the puffball area. I say let's go back to everyone. Let's go to the town and see if they'll let us through.
Indeed. So we're going to try to examine that sphere thing and then come back here after.
I think we should talk with the elders maybe to see if they have any ideas, and then we'll go see the sphere.
Right.
I 100%
Come on,
agree
yeah.
with that.
I completely agree with that.
Thank
Yeah.
you for your wisdom.
Hey, there we go.
Okay, so you're gonna go down to the village. So you were not molested on the way, which is good.
We're glad.
There are dinosaurs, but I feel like they're all kind of slowly starving, so they're not going to be too. Let's see.
Dromik is very upset when he sees these dinosaurs that are upset.
By the time you get down here, it's about 3 p.m. As much as you can tell time. And all the villagers are coming out to greet you, and they say, Torak is back, Torak has returned. They say, Torak, what happened? We thought you were dead. And there is a fancy-looking shaman type of guy who kind of hobbles out with a big stick. And Turok says, I have been to the sky and back. He says, listen to this one. He points to Dromik.
Thank you, Torok. I'll explain as to what happened. I'm gonna just make sure that, like, I'm doing my best to make sure that poor Marvis isn't too close to the LizardFolk. Just like, I understand. I'm just trying to put my body between them. But I'll continue to kind of describe what has happened so far, that we do have an idea of, like, we're trying to help them fix their stars, and we want to make sure that everything's okay, and, you know, the whole thing since then.
You also follow Semiana, just like that.
I do, but I don't have to bring that up just yet. It's fine. They believe me. If they already believe me, it's fine. They don't need to know about that. I mean, they can. I don't really care, but...
They say, how did you get such lovely scales? And a bunch of the children come up to touch your scales.
I'm from the desert. And I'll kind of tell them around where my...
Desert. And they say, like in the legends, the great desert. They're whispering.
There are legends.
Yes. So the shaman comes forward. He says, you are not of the people. You do not know our history. Is that right?
I do not know your history. I know mine. But no, I do not know much about white lizard folk. There from what I remember, there were maybe rumors, but my
says,
people
come with me. So he says, he takes you, he tells you to follow him into a little cave in the wall of this huge cavern.
Yeah. I'm gonna look back at everyone and say, like, please listen to my friends. We're planning on doing something about your stars. And then I'll follow him.
Okay, so you follow him in. Out of the corner of your eye, you do see some kind of large spherical object just kind of almost teleport into existence onto the ceiling near a couple of those lighted rocks, and then the lights go out, and then it just teleports away. A few of the lights go out.
Oh god, it's floating. Oh god, it's still floating.
Yeah.
It's still slowly moving. Okay.
So this shaman here has some kind of he says, do not bring any of the Salamiris in here. This is the work of the elders, Torok. He says, Torok, you stay away. And Torok bows before this guy.
Mm-hmm.
He explains to you guys that this is magic, and they do need this. It was a gift to the elders.
I use magic myself. I have no issues with magic.
Okay. So he starts stirring this pool. It's some kind of scribble. He says, long ago we were a great people. We had cities with huge palaces of diamond and marble. And he sort of draws an illusionary picture of all this. He says, then we were attacked by our enemies, the Shartio. And he shows a picture of people which you might identify as snake people, like Yuan-Ti.
Ah, okay.
He says they slaughtered so many of us. They had weapons we could not imagine. He says they could raise our own dead to attack us. It was horrible. He says so. Our elders they gifted us with these Salamiri to protect us from the magic, and they sent us through a door to another world. This world, he says. And they set us up with the stars in the sky, but the stars have been going out, and we don't know why.
We may have an idea, but where we're going is going to be extremely dangerous to see if we may be able to help your stars.
He says, I thought it was because of that city of the people above us who must be absorbing our energy somehow. But if what you and Torok say is true, then we have made a grave mistake.
It is all right. It seems as if your people are already communicating with them up top. We saw to it that there was some type of semi-peaceful discussion of the last raiding party that you sent.
I suppose that is better than nothing, he says. He says, but I feel we all have to leave this place. I hate to tell my people that they must flee a second time. Flee disaster a second time.
Now, you said you were transported here, correct?
Yes, through a portal, he says.
Interesting. We may need to discuss that at another time. But it might be good for us to go see what is going on with this, with your stars, as quickly as possible. I believe that there may be an issue that is rather, imminent. Something we need to do immediately.
He says naturally. He says, shall we return to the others?
This time I think so, but I would like to know more about you and your people, or maybe not now, but I would like to hear more of your stories about, and perhaps see where you have come from at a later time, when we have more time to talk. But I can't talk
Yes.
today.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, that. I'm gonna come back and tell everyone, like, I did just see a large sphere go towards some of those, some of the
Yeah, you
lights.
probably have the best eyesight of anyone here who's not an Eagle Barbarian.
I got
so
some great eyesight.
you got some great ears and some great eyes.
They're blue ribbon eyes. But I am gonna say, like, I'm gonna tell people, like, it may be something to look into immediately. It seems as if it's, the sphere is taking the lights.
Are you telling the party this?
Yes, I'm
Just-
telling I'm telling, like, all the people who weren't there, Maggie and Marvis and Kiff and Yllaxis. Just all
Do you
of
think
them.
there's any advice they can give? I mean, I think we should do this post haste, but do you think there's any advice they might be able to give us about this before we, in the next probably few minutes?
Yeah, the two things we are going to need is a way to get to the puffball fields, I think, correct? And if you know anything about this sphere, I'm going to describe the horrid sphere that we saw. We do know that it is dangerous, and that it can be quite dangerous, at least. But if you know anything about it, it would be good for us to know.
Sphere, no, the shaman says he doesn't know. He says, have you asked all the hunters at the... some of the hunters speak up. They say, yeah, I did see a sort of a sphere that appeared next to the lights as they were going out, but I don't know anything about it. It just appeared and then it disappeared.
Do you have any easy way to get to the puffball forests? Wasn't that where we were? It's like right by the puffballs.
Yes,
Yeah.
you're exactly right. Yep.
So he's just, when you say, they don't say, I'm not really sure where that is. Can you just generally describe where that is? And I assume you would do so.
Yes, yeah, I would describe.
And they would show you there's a tunnel that's going to take a little few extra hours, but it will get you there.
Around what time do you think we'll arrive? Because we may need to leave now.
Here's the, let's call it 3:30 p.m. They say if you leave now, you can get there at about, say, 5.
That seems reasonable.
Potentially dumb question. Since this is, after all, affecting their way of life and whatnot, and the Yllaxis did get hit with a whole bunch of psychic damage very briefly.
Not psychic, necrotic.
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
sorry.
I thought it was psychic.
Would it perhaps behoove us and or the LizardFolk for some of the Salmari warriors to come with us?
We're gonna have to make sure that we're very far away from them when we fight.
Well, perhaps I don't know.
To guide us there, you mean?
Approach the
Yeah,
thing,
that's
they
okay.
might be
That would be
very
okay with
handy.
me to physically get there, just unbothered. I would be fine with that, but how does everyone else feel?
I think that's fine. I think they're probably rangers in their favorite terrain, and we can't get lost.
We seem to be most used to like this foresty stuff here, but yeah.
I'm fine with it as long as those of us who need to use magic are able to maintain a distance where we can actually do things. But I think it would be very prudent to have them with us.
I do agree with that. Also, Rob is on. Everyone say feel better.
Feel better,
Feel
Rob.
better.
There,
Yeah, he
I
said
really
he said he's been in and out, and he's been listening. In and out. All right. Okay, so I think that's going to be our plan. We have the rangers walk us there. Yes.
I just want
Could
to
we-
make sure. Go on.
What were you gonna say first, Lena? Go ahead.
Just about like maintaining a bit of a distance, especially because if it is around
Yeah, for you
3:30 right now.
casters.
In about half an hour, I'm expecting ascending
Yeah, we can do that. We
from
can do that for
Lord. Lord.
sure. Yes, Lord
May I-
Thanor.
Thanor, thank
Bef-
you.
I
I
got
was
you.
like, it's not Tarek.
Before we leave, may I spend, if everyone's okay with this, 10 minutes, at least 30 feet away from everybody, to dispel Altier and then make him reappear so he's at full health?
Absolutely not.
If Yllaxis is doing that, Kiff would like to come to Maggie and pull out the scroll that he took out of Swayze's corpse and go,
Ooh.
Maggie, what this?
Shall I identify it?
Might be handy.
I shall identify it. I take 10 minutes.
Does the scroll have a label on it?
I have
Or
in my
I
notes,
read
it
it.
says strange scroll. It was soggy at the time, but I think it's not soggy now.
Strange scroll. Okay.
Does
I know the
it
one you're
say
talking about.
anything in Elvish?
Like I had a label on it. But... Yeah, there we go. It's called Grimchuck's Freezing Slime.
Oh.
That's the label. So now, are you just gonna like glance at it? Are you gonna try to cast Identify?
Yeah, I said identify.
Okay. So this seems to be an experimental spell by created by a mad wizard. It's not clear what it will do, is it? But it's definitely a magical spell. And it's not clear if it could be reproduced, but it could certainly be used once.
If Kiff hears Maggie's rumblings as she's identifying it, Kiff will just say, you keep. Kiff no need, you keep. Because he's a little scared of experimental magic, and he'll just walk over to the rest of the LizardFolk again and start just chit-chatting.
Cool. I think I see it in the purse in many pockets, so I guess for now I'm just gonna stick it in there.
Okay.
Cool. And then before we leave here, do we want to be telepathically bonded?
It depends. If it does some type of psychic attack, we may not want to be telepathically bonded.
You know, that's a good point.
Apparently it was necrotic, but
It was
Point
for
taken.
listening to it, but I'm unsure as if that's the case.
Yeah.
I just don't know. Plus, I think that's something we could. Well, maybe not. We couldn't do it. We could do it if we just have the guides go forward and we hold back for like a minute or a couple minutes, which shouldn't be an issue. But let's decide that on the way.
You guys asked to have like the anti-magic warriors with you for this trip, right? Like,
Yes,
Yes,
but
just
30 feet in front.
keeping yeah.
Yeah, so I think the plan is to have them be in front of us, guiding us until we hit the forest area, and then we will go our separate ways, correct? Or we'll have them just wait for us, sort of thing?
Perhaps.
Mhm.
Or, for instance, if it starts giving off a whole bunch of magic damage again, we could perhaps like form a phalanx with them, and their anti-magic field can get us close enough to it.
okay.
Would we have had enough time since this morning to take a short rest?
At the village for sure.
Okay.
I'll add that to your time. And bill here.
Thanks. And then I just want to make sure just before 4 p.m. I am safely more than 30 feet away from any peeps, so that
You get the report from Lord T. He says, the conservative faction is still pretty strong, He says he thinks we need one more certain vote to depose the queen. He says Lady Laratel has a few voting to oppose. A few friends voting to depose. He's not confident that he can be in there. He'll probably be shouted out by the conservatives. Unless there's more on the side of send the queen to bed. Need at least one more certain vote against queen.
I'm going to reply in my sending. Did he send more than one sending then? Because it
Yeah, he
seems
sent
like...
a few. He's an okay with it.
Okay.
He's not okay.
So then I would have replied at least to the first one or one of the first ones. Whose vote do you have so far? Or do we have so far?
Okay, he's gonna go research that, and he's gonna get back to you in a minute. Can I take some notes here? Okay, here we go. Yep. So you guys get your short rest. While I write this down.
Oh, we get a short rest. Hooray. I mean, that does nothing for me, but hooray! Hooray for all the other people who get stuff back on a short rest. I'm proud of you guys.
I get some number of spell slots.
I get none spell slots. But, just so you guys know,
Wild Shape?
I didn't use any. So
You would have gotten Wild Shape.
Yep, I didn't lose any hit points. I did not use any wild shapes. Just to let everyone know, I have 2 first level, 3 second level, and 1 5th level left. That is all the spells I currently have. Yeah, I have no spells, so do not rely on me for spells. I'm going full-blown tank mode. Just letting everybody know. So, like, get ready for me to not have any spells during a big boy fight. Also, do we want to stop here with us going to the big danger sphere? It is 11 o'clock.
It's like a good idea.
Yeah? Is that okay with everyone? I don't know, Charles, if you had anything else you wanted to tell us.
Working to answer Maggie's question.
Rob said just bribe the DM for spell slots. It'll be fun. You weren't here, but I used the spell like a million times. Well, you were there for part of it, but then I had to use Dispel a million times.
It was quite the scene, though.
It was worth it.
definitely
It was 110% worth it. I also used Reverse Gravity,
Absolutely.
which was badass. I'm mad it didn't hurt anyone, but it's still badass. I still enjoyed using it. Oh man, so I guess next time we will, oh, you've only been here for about 10 minutes. Yeah, so I used a bunch of spell slots. Well, you were here last time, though. Just so everyone
Oh wow,
knows.
it's 10 plus.
Yes, that's what I was saying. Do you wanna do we wanna just say who we have currently voting for, or in our favor, I guess? Then
Yep, I wrote down there in the role play.
oh, perfect.
I will also say this big colossal cave here is kind of beautiful with all these trees and the slowly fading turquoise light.
It's amazing. I love
It's
it.
a huge place, and it certainly would take many more days to explore it fully.
Oh yeah, it's a place that we're gonna have to come back to for sure. But for now, do we want to call it, or what do you guys think?
I think so.
I think it might be time. All right. So we are going to stop here for the sake of recording. Say bye.
Bye.
Bye.